Gear background for like quite some time now. This might be the first time I've done a Guilty Gear bracket on TNS. So it's like, it's one of those things where it's like I'm coming full circle almost. This is kind of a, I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this one.
Absolutely, and we're going to be seeing how fun this first set is going to be as we get right into ZEDDCHAMA versus Dippykun as our very first set of the day. So we'll see how this is going to run. I mean, we got the Elphelt already locked in, and on the other side, you can see that we have the Soul. Playing the intro rock to set the mood. We're going to get things started here. First round. But yeah, ZEDDCHAMA going to be on the Elphelt, Dippykun on the Soul, and immediately ZEDDCHAMA already using that toolkit of Elphelt to its fullest capability, tossing around the Pine Berry to fill the screen with projectiles and make sure that Dippykun can't move around the screen like they want to.
Oh, Grand Viper goes the wrong way, gets the burst for it, yeah. Yeah, so you're going to see a lot of this, a lot of Elphelt trying to play from full screen, throwing out Pine Berry, Sniper, because Soul doesn't really have a lot to get around it at max full screen. But once he gets a little bit closer, then you're going to have to worry about a lot more. But Zed's trying to keep the pressure in the corner, shotgun stance, and that could be it.
It's going to be close. We do have super, but the scaling is getting really crazy with all those guts. And the dragon install is a last Hail Mary from Dippykun, but it's not going to work out. Meter does not carry over in this game, so you know what? Might as well give that one more shot, see if that ends up working. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see much dragon install action, but I like where Dippykun's head is at. I want to see some actual dragon install combos and pressure.
Nice, gets an air dash in, but wasn't able to get a knockdown off of it, so back in the corner we go, and yeah, you can see a lot of pressure being put on here. Salt does have a lot of options against Elphelt pressure in the corner, but it's just about picking the right one at the right time. The burst will get him out of the corner, but there you go. Oh, no, not quite on the knockdown.
Play patient, but as I say that, I was like, you know what? Give it one more shot. Throw in that ground Viper and see if we can catch ZEDDCHAMA. Unfortunately, it did not end up working out for Dippykun. And like you were talking about before, Elphelt is a character that has a lot of zoning options, and it's all about Dippykun finding the right option to get in. But once you get in, it is a bit of a different story. We saw how ZEDDCHAMA pushed Dippykun up into the corner, and then you had to deal with that shotgun and all of those loops that came along with it. Early burst coming out from Dippykun, trying to reset back to neutral.
Yeah, using that close S. Really strong anti-air for her. She has a couple of anti-airs, but that one just being right above Elphelt's head, so it's kind of difficult to approach her from that range.
Finds the command throw in the shotgun stance, and this is going to be a good bit of damage. Before we were talking about how we weren't sure if something was going to kill, but this might just do it. No, not quite. But we're going to be getting that perfect regardless. 7 golden letters coming in from ZEDDCHAMA. We're already starting off this second game with a pretty solid round.
Nice couple of just defends, making the decisions after Riot Stomp much easier. Generally what you want to go for, at least for the second hit, if you can.
And find some small hits here and there. Toss out the Pine Berry to apply some pressure, but the ground Viper coming out from Dippykun. First from ZEDDCHAMA, not able to really get too much off of it.
Yeah, the idea is that if you time that burst at the right time, that you can actually punish ground Viper by bursting it and then punishing the recovery.
Dippykun on their final legs here. No meter, no resources, no burst. And that is going to be it. Dippykun maybe trying to go for a backdash or an air dash. Either way, getting caught by ZEDDCHAMA one final time. And
back-to-back Elphelts, huh? I know we have at least another Elphelt in the bracket as well, so this might not be the rest of the cast here for the Elphelt Nation, but we got Kai coming up here, so Kai fares a little bit better in neutral in this because he's got really long range buttons. That 2D will do really well to stop the approach, but once you get into this space, actually, Kai doesn't do as well versus shotgun, so we'll see if Meltron can get out of the corner.
And that is exactly what Meltron is going to do. Gets out of the corner, finds a small combo as well. Ooh, an attempted guard cancel from Fresh Pork Bun, but it's not going to end up working out. Meltron still, though, able to really get too much of an advantage against Fresh Pork Bun yet. Called FP, pushing out Meltron so the 2H whips.
bursting on the seal. I wasn't able to get a knockdown off of that, but yeah, in a really good position. Fresh pork bun looking for that last hit with the meter, but missed the little micro dash you need for the knockdown there. But still looking good.
Work out. Oh, final low hit. Not able to fully confirm off of it though. Fresh pork bun trying to make something work, and with the trade, that is going to be plenty. Fresh pork bun narrowly losing, like almost about to lose that round there. It was a bit of a scare. Meltron really able to pull things together and make that round work almost. 2P, some charge stun edge. That's going to be getting a lot of plus frames, but I really like Fresh Pork Bun's use of FD. It is draining a lot of meter, but it is pushing Meltron away so that they can't, so that their moves start to whiff and then you can go in with it.
Yeah. Took a hit out of the corner after the IAD, but you know, you're not in the corner versus Elphelt, so you'll be pretty happy with that. Missed the Oki up a little bit, but it's okay. Charge stun edge, really strong for that. Oh yeah, catch him teching with the 2 gauge, but gotta get those knockdowns versus Elphelt.
That was unfortunate. Meltron accidentally going for the jump back with the right lightning hit. No, it won't. And this is going to be a huge punish for Try to Pork Punch because this is going to be tossing Meltron into the corner, going to the overhead, straight into the super. Not enough to kill just yet, but we're back in a final hit situation. Blitz in response to your blitz, but Meltron holding it on for just a little bit longer and winning that interaction. Now we're evened up round to round, and man, both of those past 2 rounds have come down to a pick. So Angier in the shotgun stance. Time Harry is out. Ooh, going for a very aggressive approach. Going to get stuffed out by Meltron there.
There we go. YRC fireball through the seal. Good way to keep people locked down from full screen and try to approach. Oh, a little too close for the stun dipper, unfortunately. One more time. No. Maybe just looking for that counter hit, which will guarantee the 2-hit stun dipper and knockdown.
Off the pine berry for just a little bit. To tech out of the corner. Now we're back into this neutral situation. Burst coming out from fresh, or sorry, the cancel coming out from fresh pork bun there.
Oh no!
Ooh, is it enough? Yes, it is.
Yeah, funnily enough, that 6H feels like a little mini bull bash. Like you get counter hit by it and you pop up in the air for big damage.
Yeah, but you're already seeing right now how Kai can kind of fare into that Elphelt matchup a little bit better, like you're talking about. Great buttons with like the 2S, the 5S, 5H, all being great buttons to utilize. And also moves like the full screen fireballs are really nice to put some full screen pressure on Elphelt. And also the stun dipper, because a lot of Elphelt's moves can be low profile, specifically 5H. So Meltron has been using that to its fullest extent, but at the same time, what are you going to do when you're stuck here in the corner? What are your options going to be? Because Fresh Pork Bun is pushing Meltron closer and closer to death. The burst going to avoid the super though, so we're going to be escaping just death for just a little bit longer.
Gets the opportunity here to jump in, empty low, but wasn't able to get a knockdown off of it once again. Nice! Finally. Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to, because like when you get them up in the air like that after the DP, they're gonna have a lot of untech time. You can set seal when you're on the ground, and when you have seal versus Elphelt at full screen, you'll have more control over the character.
Yeah, absolutely, because it's going to prevent Elphelt from going for their sniper gun charges. And that's what's really important right now. You cannot let Elphelt get away and just control the pace of the game. And you can see where Meltron took that round and is responding accordingly to Fresh Pork Bun so far. Carson as YRC going to connect with Fresh Pork Bun.
Yeah, but we're in the corner once again. This has worked out pretty well for Fresh Pork Bun most of the time, getting a lot of health lead from just being in shotgun stance.
Meter lead as well. The stun dipper going to catch Fresh Pork Bun on the escape, trying to backdash out and create space. I like the idea, but Meltron 2 steps ahead, rushing in, finding a hit with the overhead. Not going to connect, but we're still able to get a combo afterwards as well. The grinder blocking Fresh Pork Bun down, but still not enough to get the kill. Meltron hanging on, and Fresh Pork Bun is trying to get this round and prevent an equalizing situation here in the set count.
Yeah, the 6P will do it. Yeah, missing those little micro dash 2Ds, which aren't easy, but also pretty staple for the character.
units here coming in from Meltron. Charge, stun, edge, catching Fresh Pork Bun, keeping them locked down. Stun Dipper, jump scare. Red RC trying to go for a burst bait, but Fresh Pork Bun not biting.
Nice knockdown. Yeah. Burst was a little bit too far. First burst from Fresh Pork Bun that's gone by the wayside, but might be their last.
FD keeping Meltron away. And I like how Meltron was able to get back in there. Like, you know what? I got pushed far back away with the FD. I'm going to use the Fireball YRC to get right back in. Great awareness coming in from Meltron to keep that offense going. And with that, Meltron has evened up the score to a 1-1 and taking it over the Elphelt Bros right now, keeping them in check.
Yeah, Meltron, I think, stood in better positions that time. There's that point at the very end where you're standing at about like max range far S, where it becomes quite difficult for Elphelt to approach in that area. And then Fresh Pork Bun, she's doing really good at like moving around and making it difficult to get those hard knockdowns. But yeah, Meltron's getting into these like 2H situations more and more, seeing them like actually get these DPs into these knockdowns more often. So that part's getting better and better.
Super coming out from Meltron, and things are looking so solid, but we've seen time and time again where we're at a pixel of life left, but still not enough, though this will be plenty. Spending the meter for the Blitz Shield starter on the stun just to steal a bit of burst for that next round, so that could be playing a factor later on where Fresh Pork Bun may really need that burst.
Just gonna go for the charge stun edge through the seal this time. Most of the time they were going in for jumping Oki, but that time sitting out the big fireball.
Pretty blocks from Fresh Pork Bun. Defend against all that offense. The burst from Meltron coming out, and we're just going to be setting up these seals from full straight. The 2H is going to connect. What? Listen, I know it's a big button, but man, that hurt box extension was crazy.
2H be a good button. Jump cancelable, 2 hits. Has a counter hit property that pops him up really nicely, giving you extra time to hit confirm.
Oh man, but this 6H and 6P is also doing so much work for Fresh Pork Bun, trying to rush in with the shotgun and the 5H coming on. This is what I talked about before, where Meltron could use that stun dipper to low profile mirror that we have coming up right now. We're going to be going to round number 2 of the bracket. It's going to be between ElvenShadow and Faust. Or actually, France, country. Very important.
Talking about Frosty, obviously this guy makes it all happen each and every year, so big shout out to him, but also has always been one of the United States' best players throughout the decades, and he is showing it off right here, early perfect. This matchup is either fun or miserable, depending on which Faust player throws the better item. So it is a lot about sort of using that neutral strength to get an advantage early on and sort of keep that ball going.
That item to your advantage, and man, the shenanigans are crazy. One of the things about playing against Faust is reacting to what items he tosses out, right? And also reacting to what items you toss out. But when you have a Faust mirror, you have to be reacting to both at all times, and it's such an insane experience to be playing against. And right now, you also have to react to that bagged bomb coming down from above as ElvenShadow takes the first game. Doesn't even need to spend burst in that second round.
Yeah, it's hard to explain if you're not a Faust player, but they're like, these are really, really fun. Like they're really miserable. Like there's no in between. Like as Faust players, you kind of get a feeling for, like, maybe because you just toss more items than everybody else, you have a better feeling for how to play around items. But when you're playing it around another Faust player who also has that feeling, then like it kind of evolves into something a little bit weirder.
Absolutely, and I love the awareness coming in from ElvenShadow, recognizing the bomb was coming out and could continue to keep that pressure going with that air projectile with the bomb head coming down. Hammer being locked down. Ooh, great overhead, catching France. And right now, ElvenShadow is on a roll.
I think there was a food item behind him there, so unfortunately wasn't able to item toss, but that's going to give France an opportunity before the reversal throw comes out and gives ElvenShadow another chance.
This meter is also pretty darn interesting as well, not only just because of the items, but because of the unique mechanic that Faust has available to him, where he can crouch and low profile a lot of stuff. It's just similar enough to where you constantly cross the lines.
Yeah, like, let me tell you, as somebody who's flipping between both games, like, even just the stick mash and plus R and, like, button mash and XRD, like, that is enough to throw me off. But, hey, this one's gonna be a pretty baller one. We got Akai versus Joy. This is a Rev classic here, I would have to say.
Yeah, Kai always going to be on the jams, and Joy representing the Coom, character you don't see all the time, but when you do see this character pop up, it is a Joy. And with that, Joy is going to be charging up that kick, keeping these plus rings on top of Akai. He's trying to set up the orange ball, the red ball, but Akai going to be interrupting Joy in the process.
Nice parry on the after the YRC, catching Joy on the way down. Puffball catching Joy, running in. Akai playing really good from that range. RC a lot of meter. Yeah, 6-8 counter hit. And the cleanup, great stuff.
Yeah, just unrelenting offense once Akai was able to get in Joy's face. And the thing is about Jam is that getting in a character's face is always pretty darn easy with all the approach tools she has available to her. And the way she can just absolutely bully you with plus rings.
Finally, Joy gets a knockdown.
Out. And here's the loops that Coom is known for, but Akai going to be ending that early, setting that.
Ooh, 2H anti-air. I mean, it's a good button, but you got to use it at the right time, right place, and Akai, perfect spot for it.
Oh, dropping out of the combo. This is unfortunate for Akai. Akai trying to bring things back, but the red ball is going to be in front of Akai's face. You got to hold this mix because you don't have burst anymore, and you don't have meter for a guard cancel. And with that, Joy is going to be going for the kick loops into the super for the kill.
Yeah, Joy got to play the game a little bit more that time. Finally being able to get a knockdown on Akai, which was definitely a big deal for the character. But, oh, big start here. Gets two? No, jump back, so wasn't able to get the knockdown.
Pretty tough. You have to adjust your strings depending on which kick you get. Whether it's perfect timed or whether it's not, you have to make sure that you're getting that knockdown at the end so you can restart that process of looping that red ball in the opponent's face. Blitz shield bursting, trying to burst the blitz shield, but Akai going right through it.
The recharge on that overhead, get in, and that should be enough.
I don't even think you need the perfect hit for that one. That was just going to work regardless, I feel.
Oh my.
Okay. Great stuff. It seemed that like when Joy actually is able to get the knockdown, it's working out quite well. Like Joy started off that third round by getting huge damage, but like it feels like the knockdown ends up being a little bit more important than that. Being able to obviously start like Coom pressure, being really strong like this, and you see it's working out quite well. So yeah, gets the early burst. Joy starts off strong.
Side kick coming down. Joy locked down, but now Joy is going to be keeping Akai locked down with the red ball pressure, finding a hit with the O-Red. Oh, are we getting? Okay, we're going to be getting the burst.
Wants to go for kill.
No. Staircase combo up. The ender. Not enough, but we're still able to get the kill off the scramble in the end.
Yeah, Akai is unfortunately or fortunately a jam player, so cannot help themselves from tech jump Hing. Oh, nice. But Akai's been really good at using these puffballs as like kind of just space control, and Joy's run into a few of them.
It is a pretty darn big hitbox and does move Jam in a way where you can go for these whiff punishes, or you can set yourself up perfectly to go for these preemptive punishes as well. But right now, Akai is on the back foot against Joy. A lot of great decisions, a lot of great options that you've been representing, but it's still lining up as Joy is being a little bit stronger. The burst coming out from Akai, though, at the perfect moment as well.
Yep. Knockdown once again. Oh no, got eaten up on that super.
Akai trying to make something work, spinning the card, building another card. YRC trying to catch Joy on the escape, but not able to. And now Akai is putting Joy back into the blender with the red ball, and Akai has to spend all of these resources to try and FD Joy away and prevent that chip kill. But in the end, Joy is going to be catching Akai on the escape, and now we're eating up yet another 1-1 here in round 2, and I think that's kind of what, round 3, my bad. And that's kind of what I'm expecting as we get further and further into the draft.
Yeah, these two have also played in brackets quite often, so they've been playing this for a bit now. But Joy's been kind of getting a little bit better and better as we've been going along, getting these knockdowns, obviously big hits. Like every time Joy gets a hit and gets a knockdown, like it's forcing Akai to spend some sort of resource, and that means a less damage. That means less offensive pressure. And that's been a big deal even for mitigating pressure on top of which.
Nice. Guard cancel, but Joy jumping it, and now Akai is going to be paying for that option. Spent his resources, and now has to spend even more to FD Joy and prevent this chip damage.
Oh, went for a full charge that time without break guard. Joy, one more for set.
All or nothing.
Joy looking real good. Akai is trying to bring things back, setting up the card, but getting knocked down by the throw. Red ball out, catches Akai on the escape once again. Joy's been doing such a great job at catching Akai every single time they try to remove themselves from the situation and repeat the process all over with the red ball OP.
Yeah, and I love how Joy's controlling the ball sets. A lot of the times for this set, for this round, Joy's been actually controlling for usually pushing Akai towards the corner. And now that they're closer to the corner, they're really trying to go for that Oki for the win condition. But YRC dash up throw. Haehyun has one of the best throw ranges in the game, and that will be it. Joy takes it 2-1 over Akai. Great stuff
for a lot of these sets moving forward, as well as that. You know, the XR community is so tight. There's so many weeklies and monthlies going on for this game online that these players are constantly playing against each other. But right now, we're going to be getting into one of the players I highlighted at the start of this event, and another player I think you highlighted as well. It's going to be between Ray the Warrior and Chastity.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one because Ray just beat me like 100 games in this matchup specifically. And, you know, that's probably normal. He's maybe the best player in the United States right now after winning 2 Frosty Faustings in a row. But Chastity's super strong Eno player, so I'm looking forward to this one.
Absolutely. I'm really interested to see how Chastity is going to be piloting Eno in this neutral space when it comes to movement, because while it looks like Eno has a lot of movement tools available to her, she really does not, in the sense that she has a rather linear approach with her float dashes. And while her dive kick is pretty useful, the amount of screen control that Ray the Warrior can implement with these projectiles, with these fish, with the bubbles, can be really scary.
Yeah, Ray's just really good at forcing you to approach, and so when you're Eno and you just have a hover dash, it kind of like, it's really easy to sort of pick a button to press against Eno in those situations.
I mean, look at that. We try to go for a stroke to try and get something started, but the laser fish is so active in catching catching Chastity there.
Yeah, like when I played against Ray, he's so good at making you feel like you can't be at full screen versus him, and like versus many other players and even other Dizzy players, you're like, as Eno, you're like, cool, I throw note from full screen, I get free pressure. And that just doesn't feel like the case versus Ray.
Yeah, Ray was just in complete control that last game. But we'll see if things shake up in game number 2. We still have one more to go for Ray if they want to win this set. Chastity's able to get something started there for just a little bit, but Ray's just instantly getting out of there, backdashing away, air backdashing away, set up these projectiles, and look at that, Chastity once again trying to go for a stroke to get something started, anything, but Ray is just perfect when it comes to this great screen control and choosing which projectiles to use.
Yeah, Chastity does have some defensive options here. Oh, it's really good. YRCHCL snipes the fish and able to switch sides. Ray getting out of the corner, and a little bit of a delay with the fire bubble, falling jump age. Ray's defense is just, it's one of the reasons why he's so good, because the character he plays does not have good defensive options, but his defense just with the general mechanics is so strong.
And Ray's offense is also incredibly scary as well. Chastity brought into the corner, but Chastity finding a way out. Small hits here and there. Cool meter on hand as well, using a bit of it for the Roby cancel. It's the throw on the burst. Let's go.
Relax, Chastity, relax. One more time. Nice.
Oh man. Even if Chastity loses the set here, Chastity won the war with that first throw. Oh my god.
The thing about this matchup, though, is that like as good as Ray is, Eno's offense is so strong, and Dizzy's defense is not good. So like, once we get here, like it could be over. Yeah, nice chase down from Chastity.
Yeah, Eno is notorious for being a bit of a single-player character. Once she gets in your face and gets her offense started, it's just going to be a constant set of coin flips because it's hard to react to her options.
That was so smart. She P-dived off the fish. Oh, I'm so stealing that. That was so smart.
Right, bringing things back though. Not gonna let Chastity take this game so easily. Chastity gain that burst back. Is this going to be a factor for Ray the Warrior that he has to be thinking about in this round? I know Chastity really wants to take this one, but it's not gonna work out. The ice spike from below catches Chastity, and we're back in for yet another round.
Yeah, one more for Ray, but that was a really good round. They're doing really well. It's just Ray's defense gives them like one more chance than every other district player in the world, and their offense just is so strong that sometimes is enough. Oh no, burst got eaten up.
Rough. Ice fish keeps going with the strike throw. The low is going to be catching Chastity there. The super comes out. It does connect with Ray, but the fire bubble is still active. Not anymore though. That won't be playing a factor. Ice spike for the extension with the red RC.
It's not over yet.
Nice. Throws the blitz as well. So they lose a little bit of resources here. Those resources really important for Dizzy's defense. Yeah, tried to go for the overhead and punishes it accordingly. Ray will take that 2-0 over Chat. Be fun. I'm really excited for that.
Yeah,
level up Expo will be really cool.
I had to look it up because I wanted to confirm it for myself. It's April 21st, but you know what? You're very close. Very close. But y'all didn't have enough of Elphelt, right?
God.
So we're getting back into another Elphelt mirror. Hotashi versus MKJ. You're like, I know you were saying before, like, oh, we got like another Elphelt in the bracket. Yeah, we got two. Already, it is chaos. Lots of full screen nonsense. Pine berries being tossed all around the screen. Shotguns being tossed. Sniper rifles being set. And right now, Hotashi is running a train on MKJ in the corner, setting up the pine berry one more time here for Oki. Runs up with the shotgun, but the dead angle from MKJ will continue himself out of that corner situation.
Yeah, I'd probably classify Hotashi's offense as like being some of the most frightening Elphelt offense, because he's just really aggressive with the character. Like, will constantly press on the gas pedal, approach constantly, and that doesn't necessarily mean that like he's holding 6-6 on you. Like, that could mean that at full screen he's tossing Pineberry in constantly in sniper stance and just giving you things to think about at all times.
He always wants to be pressing a button at any moment, and in a lot of these cases, it is the right button. Hotashi is just that good when it comes to this character, and keeping the gas pedal, keeping that gas pedal down, and constantly forcing you to come up with options to deal with him. Because the thing about Elphelt is that she really does thrive in creating scramble situations, but also capitalizing off of those scramble situations she does create.
Yeah, MKJ forced to use the dead angle in that situation, and unfortunately that means they're out of resources to deal with this offensive pressure, and with 50%, that should be easy cleanup, doesn't even need the meter. Yeah, Hotashi will take the first one. MKJ with some good points there. Like, there was definitely some moments where they had the ability to turn it around, but Hotashi's offensive pressure is very strong, and MKJ feels like they need to use their resources defensively, and it's giving them it's kind of hurting their offensive pressure in that way.
Absolutely. We'll see if things shake up in game number 2. Hotashi already is mounting that offense. I mean, the air dash in Pineberry set, sniper rifle. This is the offense that you're talking about. This full screen pressure is like, you know what? I'm not going to allow you to do anything from full screen. You're not safe there. But MKJ is going to be rushing in Bridal Express, but going to get hit by that blitz shield. And now Hotashi has MKJ back up against the wall yet again. Burst coming out, going to keep it. Hit the knockdown, Pineberry set. MKJ going to be finding an opening against Hotashi. One more opening is all we need. We have plenty of resources on hand. Oh, not quite through after we have enough for a secret at the end. So one more interaction, and there we go. Hotashi trying to get out, and MKJ is going to keep Hotashi there. MKJ taking the first round for their own.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like once they were behind on resources, MKJ looked really good. So just need to sort of get that situation more often.
Berry extension. Yeah, there we go. Bouncing up, back up. Ball worked out. MKJ still alive.
Yeah, Hotashi, the first one. Oh, nice throw. Let's say, and Hotashi was the first one to get Sniper out, so that means that they have a little bit more pressure on the opponent. Yeah, once again, full charge. Yeah,
Unblockable. Yeah, the scary thing about Sniper is that if you choose to not do anything against it, then it becomes unblockable after a short amount of time.
nice. Yeah, MKJ, once they get these starts, looks really good. Especially, I mean, how much damage has MKJ got before Hotashi even gets the opportunity? Yeah, easy finish. MKJ, a great round there to tie up the game count.
Dang, MKJ was just pushing out that damage like it was nothing. Incredibly clean match. I mean, there was just no scramble. MKJ was just in complete control there, finding hit after hit and confirming all of them really nicely.
Heaven or hell. Duel 1.
Yeah, so there's definitely like a very easy win con for MKJ that is maybe easier said than done though. It's just getting that lead early on Hotashi, but Hotashi finds the first hit here. See if he can buck the trend, especially with the reversal throw, and yeah, earns the burst for it. So both bursts down on the count.
Pine Berry's out, Sniper Rifle's out. Yeah, you can't be holding that Sniper Rifle for much longer as that Pine Berry is going to be pushing you to make an option there. Okay, Fine command throw with the shotgun. Solid combo. We have a lot of resources for Super, but we can't really do too much with it. Not yet, though. MKJ low on health.
Oh, there was a far S that did hit, but MKJ wasn't able to clean that up, and Hotashi set point.
Oh, and the extension off the Pine Berry was so clean.
Elphelt tech buttons, man. It's usually not a bad idea. Oh, nice conversion from Hotashi.
They set the 5H on wake up. Get this amount of damage. One more interaction right here.
Yeah, willing to spend that 50% on that angle because they had 50% more. Oh, convert? No, not quite, but oh, 6P gets a hit. A little bit too far for the command grab out of shotgun.
Oh, we can't kill here. MKJ still holding on, but now you're playing defense against Elphelt, against Hotashi, and Hotashi is going to end up taking it. MKJ gave Hotashi a run of full game and started finding those hits, was the one that kind of ran away with it in the end. Just because that offense from both those players were so scary, but we're going to be seeing a bit of a different game. It's not going to be offense, it's going to be defense instead, because we have a Baiken coming up to the stage. I believe this is between Mystic and Espada, so Espada on the May, Mystic on the Baiken, two of the strongest players on their respective characters. And like I said, it's going to be a bit of an offensive game from May coming out, but a very defensive game from Baiken.
Mystic is pretty aggressive as a Baiken player and understands that this character throws out huge damage once they get the opportunity. Yeah, I mean, this is the opportunity, getting the opponent next to the corner and getting those JD loops. But Mystic definitely kind of the type of player who will wait for the moment, though. I mean, you're saying defensive character, but has those tools to get on. Oh, that was really sick, though. The JD YRC halting the momentum and then falling jump K to get a launch. That was really cool.
Okay, coming down. Double Skeki, applause for the victim, setting up the dolphin, and wow, the missile from the other side of the screen catches Mystic. But it kind of put Espada right into the spot that Mystic wanted him in, and that is the corner. Mystic with a round on board in game one.
Oof, yeah, footsie 5H, that's the classic. Gets hit with a 6H. Maybe doing something, maybe it wasn't prepared for it.
And notice that none of those combos are very long. They're just small hits here and there, and already Mystic has had a lot of that health taken away.
Yeah, I'd have to double check, but I'm sure it's not too different from Plus R, but like Baiken usually has some of the lower effective health in the game because she's a defensive oriented character. So those little hits will rack up to a ton. Oh, blocks the Yozan-sen. Doesn't have resources to back it up too. Oh! Yeah, all right. Nice burst after getting hit out of the anti-air Kabari.
They're respecting the ball and going for those parries on the balls. I really like that option from Mystic, and Mystic rushing in
yes.
with this confirm. Very solid. Yeah, good stuff from Mystic to start off game number 1, though Espada was rather scary as well. And Espada so far has been having some pretty good bursts. Baiken is a character that is very easy to burst because there's a lot of moves that she cannot cancel in her combos that are very long. So there's a lot of like places you can burst if the Baiken player is not predicting it and going for RC cancels.
Yeah, usually it's not that big of a deal though. The character does so much damage.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He doesn't need to finish her combos in order to kill you, but right now Espada's the one killing Mystic with this combo, getting Mystic stunned as well. The Blitz Shield started to steal away a bit more of that burst, and the 6H Ender is going to be giving Mystic a bit of a concussion to go into this next round.
All or nothing.
Nice. Kept that combo burst safe. Is that pressure? Ooh, very nice. Double Kabari. Definitely unexpected.
Age into the Zansen. A very clean pickup from Mystic. And the conversion with the corner combo. Still alive. Long 5H counter hit. That's big.
Yeah, I didn't mash out in time. Ooh, nice block.
Tries to charge up that 6H. Not going to work though, as Mystic finding a parry is able to get out of that corner situation. And now Mystic is on set point over Espada, rushing in with the forward counter. Not going to work. Low.
Oh.
That would have been crazy. If Espada was able to confirm off of that ball pickup, that would have been insane.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it kind of just messed up Espada's Oki. Nice. Gonna carry to the corner here. Try to get the Tatami to keep him locked down, but the tech forward from Espada, getting him out of the corner.
Beach balls, lots of air parries from Mystic, and Espada having to respect those options.
Oi, RC'd. Yeah, gets the burst for it. 50% for the burst. Espada won't mind, especially with the life lead here. But Mystic does have 50% on their side, so this is the opportunity. If they can find a hit and even it up. There it is right there. Big counter hit.
Resi, oh, and the burst as well. That's huge for Mystic, but unable to fully finish that combo and get the knockdown. And Espada still active, still going. Both players with very low life. This could be a one-touch situation for both of these characters.
Yeah, that was definitely the chance. And now you're, dealing with SeaWorld. So it's becoming a little bit difficult. Oh no, the cross-up after the 6H. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So like, Mystic crossed up after 6H, and that killed all of the charge that Espada had on any.
Is confirmed for one side top 8, but our next match is going to be between Zwei Not and TomTom to also try and qualify into the side top 8. Zwei Not, one of the strongest Johnnies around, and TomTom, a menace on the Leo. I'm actually surprised it took this long to get a single Johnny on board. We've been seeing a lot of Elphelts, and Johnny is one of those characters you think of when you're like, oh, strongest characters in the game, Johnny and Elphelt. But Zwei Not going to be the sole representative, at least for now, when it comes to this character. We'll be seeing how he fares against Leo.
Yeah, we'll see how this one goes. One of the things that is kind of annoying for this character, for Leo, is that oh, okay, we're good, maybe. All right, We'll see. One of the more annoying things is that Misfiner actually, like at some ranges, will just kind of blow through almost literally everything that Leo will do. So, and a lot of times, like those situations would be trades for Leo. It ends up being that like even the trade will be in Johnny's favor. So, but once you get him locked down, Johnny's defensive options without meter aren't great, and even then, Leo has ways to play around like that's my name. So. Just needs to get that opportunity.
Yeah, now he's stuck in the corner, so we're going to see this defense from Zwei Not come out. Great conversion. We're going to be getting the hard knockdown as well. And the Zwei YRC, you have to respect that. That's going to be one of the most egregious options that Johnny has in really any matchup he plays in. I mean, it's just incredible.
Nice throw. Don't deal with the RPS. Just get this combo off of it.
Ooh, misses the hard knockdown of Zwei. This is a huge opportunity for TomTom because now we're able to push this offense, setting up the fireball to keep it locked down, but a Misfiner catches TomTom low.
Yeah, I can feel that from TomTom's perspective. Like, they did really well. They got the block on the dead angle, but weren't able to clean the round up. Yeah, and wanted to take it, but good read from Zwei on the burst.
In back to the stance, this is where things get really scary in terms of offense, but we're going to have to reset back to neutral and go back to the regular stance to set up this fireball, because that is going to be one of TomTom's most important tools in response to this matchup, so we can get around or prevent Zwei Not from constantly spamming these misfiners. Restand, one more mix up. Oh, trying to read reversal.
Yeah, I think TomTom expected that's my name, because that's a great time to do it, but that's going to give Zwei the chance to play the offense right before they eat a super of their own.
Yeah, and I was talking before where that fireball is going to be really important to keep going on in check, but also you want to keep your fireballs in check as well, because like we were talking about before, that Misfiner can go right through that fireball if you're not careful, and that could be a very unfortunate situation for Johnny to set up, because he is a snowball heavy character. He wants to set up these levels, get to level 3 Misfire and do insane amounts of damage and get you straight into the corner like this.
Yeah, and he's got level 3 stock now, so got to worry about the overhead as well. 100 meter too, so world's his oyster.
Double Zwei YRC, because why not?
Yeah, and it's like, you see the opponent have like 100 meter, and they have, and for Johnny's sake, they have like level 3 stocked. You're like, the decision has to be, you know, high-low. But with that much life back and then the meter necessary, throw was also a very strong option. So great stuff. That's the first one going to Zwei. TomTom has some moments there for sure. And when they're getting offense, they're chaining it really well. And that part's working out. But I think Zwei's getting a lot from the situations. And even when they drop combos, which is quite often since... I mean, not that he's dropping combos often, but that Johnny players drop combos a little bit more often because yeah, just because his combos are very difficult. They actually, I mean, this is a good thing. Like, they're really good at like dropping combos and then turning into something else. Like, it never feels like the drop combo turns into nothing, and that's also a pretty big deal.
Yeah, and the most impressive part about the Johnny play as well is also the fact that he has to change his combo for pretty much every, like a lot of characters in the cast. Like, you have to do very specific moves in order to get that Zwei knockdown and keep that pressure going. And you notice that once the Johnny missed that Zwei knockdown, you know their combo game isn't quite there, but Zwei is there when it comes to that combo game. And right now, TomTom is looking really good here. Sets up the projectile from the super to keep Zwei locked there, and TomTom getting a solid combo. Restand here to get this mix up, going into back from the stance. Good block on the overhead, and continues to block all this offense, but the second overhead from TomTom is going to open up Zwei Not.
Yeah, I love that TomTom actually got more aggressive there despite Zwei having meter. And TomTom at this point is looking to Zwei to use that meter instead of just constantly playing around it.
But we've also been talking about how hard Johnny is, but Leo is also a pretty difficult character as well, because you constantly have to be juggling your back turn and your regular stance, or you may not have to worry about that at all, because right now Zwei Not is putting TomTom into the blender. You have the Bacchus guy right on top of you, the Zwei YRC getting himself back in, and TomTom is in a really difficult position, but trying to make the best of it. Restand into the back turn. What are we going to do now?
Yeah, there's a chance here. Especially before Zwei gets that 50%. But once here, you have to worry about a lot of defensive options. Oh, yeah, there it is. Got the burst. That'll be a big win.
And this one talking about the misfire going straight through the fireball, and even though it was a trade, it was so beneficial for Zwei Not.
Yeah, good stuff from Zwei. Goes for the burst instead of using a dead angle or like a super or something, because that meter was then used for offensive pressure.
Charge fireball keeps Zwei Not locked down, and TomTom is absolutely running away with this round. This could potentially be a perfect, but we don't quite have the meter to fully finish it off. Not yet, and that is going to be the perfect right there. Is why trying to maybe jump out of that offense gets caught in the end, and TomTom is going to be evening up the score to a 1-1.
Yeah, I actually kind of got punished for using that burst like that. Like I kind of praised Zwei for structuring the round end like that by using his burst first and keeping the meter for offensive pressure, but he actually, Leo hits so hard that there's chances like that where you just don't get your burst back by the time. Like that was previous round, he still didn't get his burst back. So like in that case, like it might have been that if he was able to win the round by doing the opposite, he might have had his burst for that round and then been able to save himself in a certain situation. But TomTom ties it up. Obviously, that once they get the offensive pressure rolling, it is very scary. Just needs to get that chance.
Speaking of offensive pressure, Zwei Not is doing exactly that. Drops the combo for a bit there, but we're able to get leveled up here. For the misfinder, level 3, unblockable. Nothing you can do about that.
Yeah, but that was also burst gone, so TomTom, if they win this round, they'll get the burst for the third round. So there's that, but Zwei, a lot of momentum now.
Yeah, you have to get past this round in order to get to round 3 and potentially get your burst back. And TomTom right now is not lasting long enough to get into that situation, but we're able to get out as Zwei drops and misses combo.
Nice closest anti-air. Yeah, gets away. Nice, and has a punish for it.
Dang. The Blitz Shield to strip away the burst?
That was sick. Didn't even think about that, considering, you know, most people either have to get out of dodge or just straight up block it. Like, he has a punish for it that's really strong, but that's also going to be the cleanup there. That's my name. With the burst, make sure to clean it up, and Zwei will take it 2-1 over TomTom.
Giving him a little signature and fire. Fancy J. This is
hot right now. And Espada still in, ElvenShadow still in. So yeah, still a bunch of heavy hitters here as we get into this one, which is a pretty uniquely a Baiken mirror, considering that there aren't very many Baiken players to begin with.
That's so funny because CEO Taku was the same way. We had a Baiken mirror for grand finals. I believe winners finals as well. They always seem to meet each other later on in the bracket, even though there may not be as many. But right now, he's going to be doing HypedForSlicedBread and a Mystic, and actually Mystic kind of pumping the brakes right now, not going super aggressive with Baiken, not yet at least.
Yeah, early Ozansen. Those are the type of things that you'll probably have to do in the mirror, like those things that are kind of unexpected, using Ozansen without meter. Oh, nice throw.
It's not often you see that one right there. Gunshot coming out.
Oof. Nice, gonna get the combo off of this. Not gonna beat it, but gonna need one more. Try to chase it down with the tatami. Nice dash up throw, and that should clean it up.
Finish it off with the OTG. Or, well, that was a combo. Yeah. I don't know why I thought that was an OTG right there. But anyways, here we go. HypedForSlicedBread taking a round against Mystic, and already looking pretty darn good, but Mystic is still holding on. Still have one more round to go in game number 1. And actually a JD trying to preempt Mystic jumping out of the corner.
Nice. Zami's out of pressure.
Oki, Tommy Oki yet again to keep it locked down. Oki's so good in this game, and Tommy is one of the best at it. Oh, tried to beat the burst for a little bit, but didn't wait long enough.
Nice, gets it once again. Had to spend 100 meter for that pressure situation before, but it worked out because it disarmed Mystic from the burst and was able to take the win after that hit. So SliceBread taking the first one.
And that's honestly, I mean, Both these players are incredibly strong, and HypedForSlicedBread is no exception. But man, that's not really something you would have normally expected to see HypedForSlicedBread taking this early lead.
No, both really strong players, and you know the XRD scene's very tight knit. So I'm sure these players have talked about their matchup a lot. They both throw tech, double Asami, one brain cell between all of the Baiken players. They're fighting for both. They're fighting for it between the two of them right now.
Only one player can come out with that brain cell, and right now it looks like it's going to be Mystic, at least in game number 2. 6P going to get blocked by Mystic, and we're trying to keep HypedForSlicedBread at bay with those Atomies, but Mystic is still going to be approached on. HypedForSlicedBread is still going to get in.
Woo! Nice. Anti-air Kabari. He's going to get big damage because we're Baiken next to the corner. Looking for that burst there in that end situation, but Mystic did not give it up, but gets a throw and earns the burst there.
Bari makes his way in, and HypedForSlicedBread runs away with the round. Mystic built such a huge lead that all disappeared in a moment's notice. HypedForSlicedBread is poised to make it into winner side top 8 right now with the set, being on set point right now.
Kabari just used a little bit closer, so was able to get the hit there. Woo. You see Mystic even keeping his opponent's Azami options in mind when throwing out stuff from full screen, understanding that, they have that range.
The first dust is going to be landing. As well, trying to use that Yozansen to catch Mystic on the drop down. Not going to end up working out, going to get punished instead. HypedForSlicedBread representing more of these counters to punish Mystic for this offensive game, and the anti-air coming in, that was so clean. That anti-air Kabari could have almost been clean as well. Automatically base the burst, and unfortunately that will be it for Mystic on the winner's side of the bracket as HypedForSlicedBread moves on and punches his ticket into winner's side top 8.
Maybe one other player. They're just really, really good. But mentioned it before, and we get it back on the screen here. We got Hotashi versus pzooo, and got our first Venom. So pzooo, very strong Venom player, has been kind of championing this character in a lot of ways. One of the few players who is playing this character at this level. So looking forward to this one.
And yeah, I remember you talking about before where you're talking about Koom, and you're like, oh yeah, you can structure your offense any way you like. And in the back of my head that entire time was like, you know what? You know a character that I would really describe like that? That's Venom. He can basically do whatever he imagines. He can do whatever is possible in the game. He can make things you didn't expect to be possible with all the different ball setups and formations he can create. It's kind of just build your own offense kind of character, and that's exactly what he's doing against Hotashi. And now Hotashi has to be on the receiving end of this pressure.
Yeah, gonna get a nice slide underneath, able to get the hit. Yeah, the only problem is that the defensive options for this character are lacking, to say the least. So Hotashi, really strong bait on the dead angle and gets the punish for the round.
Turn up the heat.
All right, going straight into round 2. Hotashi running away with the first one. Bridal Express pick up off of the Pineberry. Into the corner you go, finding a throw extension off the Pineberry once again. And pzooo in a really difficult position. Lots of health lost. Want to be getting that burst, but it's going to get eaten up by Hotashi. He's a hungry man, and that is going to be a perfect as well. Does not want to share any of that precious life, as pzooo is going to be on the back foot immediately. Hotashi with that first point.
Yeah, it's tough because at that point, you have to spend the burst, and both players know that, because it's like, if I don't spend the burst, I'm not getting a good chance to use it after this, because like I just might lose too much health for it to be useful in the first place. So pzooo is trying to find a good time to use it, and just there almost was none. So kind of an unfortunate situation, but aggressive start from pzooo. Dash up 2K, gets the first hit and the burst.
Pineberry pressure and the sniper rifle pressure, and that's just such a difficult thing to work around if you're Venom, because you want to get these balls set up, but you can't get these balls set up if Hotashi is constantly bullying you with these full screen offense.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like you need a ball set on the screen beforehand, and if you don't, then you can't ball set because she's in sniper. But there we go, pzooo finally on offense here. H Carcass Raid resetting pressure. Very nice. Gonna get the combo and the kill.
Difficult for a moment there at the start of the round, but pzooo playing a little more aggressive, like, you know what? I don't need these balls anyways.
Nice. Get some good use out of that burst. Yeah, counter hit, trying to set. Like, that's kind of what it's gonna look like. And then for Elphelt, that means from full screen, they're able to get pressure on you.
Oh man, this is rough. Hotashi gonna run away with this round pretty soon here. Super sniper rifle shot, still trying to keep pzooo honest, and that's exactly what pzooo is doing, just blocking all of it and finding his opportunity. This is huge.
Yeah. Oh, nice good use of dead angle. Blitz on the JD. Yeah, and that's gonna be it. I think pzooo's trying to structure the offense around Hotashi's resources, around the dead angle, around the burst. Was trying to save that big charge ball for later, but early dead angle got Hotashi out of a bad situation.
Now Hotashi is going to be put into a difficult situation here as pzooo is going to put Hotashi into the corner. Oh, okay. First from Hotashi, though, does not want to deal with it. Instead, wants to be in his domain where he has control of the action, and these jumps from pzooo trying to avoid the sniper rifle shots not going to end up working out. Hotashi still in control, pushing pzooo into the corner. We should be seeing maybe shotgun stands pretty soon here as we get the hard knockdown.
Nice. Finds a 2D in there. Oh no. Ball site goes by the wayside. A little too close to the corner, unfortunately. But nice. I mean, those trades aren't great, especially considering that pzoo's been sending meter on it with the YRCs. Finally a good knockdown though.
Gonna get caught as pzooo goes for the low, finds a throw as well. The damage is going to start racking up, and this offense as well, as we're going to be setting up all these balls, keeping the pressure going, and Hotashi stuck, unsure of how to escape, and tries to do something, but gets counter hit in the process. pzooo taking a game against Hotashi, staying alive.
That whole end sequence from pzooo was him playing around Hotashi resources. That was him being like, I'm not even gonna stand next to you. Like, you just get to eat all these ball sets over and over again. I don't have to worry about your defensive options if I'm not there. So that was really cool. Good stuff from pzooo.
And that's really how you should be playing that character, where you recognize what situation you want to enforce, whether it's denying Hotashi the usage of those resources, or, you know, you just want to play an incredibly hyper-offensive game. You can do pretty much any of that. Ooh, gotta go for the command grip, I think.
Cranberries. Messed up the Yogi. First here. Oh no. Doesn't press the JD, so the blitz goes for nothing.
Steve, no profiles, the 5-8. That's rough. Shot, but Hotashi gets interrupted by the ball as well. Ooh, big hit! YRC for the extension.
Yeah, this is big. Just being able to get this knockdown here. Nice ball set situation as well. A lot of pressure put on. And having to faultless a lot of that meant that Hotashi would have had 50% and didn't, because Venom balls do so much chip.
Yeah, this is a chip damage machine as a character. I don't think we've highlighted it enough.
No.
Just how much chip damage he can enforce.
pzooo hasn't had an opportunity to do those like crazy chip setups, but oh no. Nice, gets a knockdown off this. Big set. Ooh, tried to go for a throw.
These balls sets just being a very safe way to keep the pressure going. Hotashi now has pzooo stuck in the corner. That blitz goes straight to the low. Okay.
This guy's smart. This guy's smart. Oh no, nice punish, honestly, on the rising jump H.
Man, it's coming down so close, down to the wire. pzooo still has burst available as well. Still has resources for RC, spending the YRC. Not going to catch the 5H. Low profile, your pzooo not spending the burst as we go into the final game, final round.
Oh, Elphelt things. The constant strain on this matchup, being able to slide underneath with 2H.
Conversion from pzooo looking really clean. And now you have to deal with this full screen pressure from Hotashi.
Yeah, I like that pzooo's dash blocking though, and instead of trying to force the set at full screen, but Hotashi still finds a hit afterwards, but has to spend resources, so nice air throw.
That was clean.
Oh.
Started now spending the super. This is where chip damage could be a factor, but Hotashi is just jumping right out. I was like, you know what? I don't care about that offense. That's fake.
Yeah, he tried to force it a little too hard. Ooh! pzooo once again having the better of the reads on the Blitz Wars, and will take not only that Blitz, but the burst as well. And pzooo will take it 2-1 over Hotashi.
Open that time around, this year at least, because last year it was like Texas Showdown, Evil Japan, and Level Up Expo all happened same weekend. So now Level Up Expo is going to be free. It's
you were at Texas Showdown.
I was at Texas Showdown.
I remember seeing you there. I forgot about that. All right, let's get into this one. SliceBread versus Ray the Warrior. This will be a really interesting one. As I said before, Baiken pretty low on the effective health, but does a lot of damage. So this will be high damage. But honestly, you know, one of the things I've been doing is I've been getting back into playing Rev more often and trying to study it a little bit more hardcore is studying these two characters, because these two characters got way better because of the players. Like, the people who play these two characters got so much better at playing them. It's insane. So I want to see what Baiken can do versus this pressure, or if it just Azami just doesn't matter when you have that many things on top of you.
Yeah, you can try to Azami through some of these projectiles because, to be honest, some of them can be rather predictable what they do. But at the same time, other projectiles can catch you out. Dizzy can catch you herself, and it can be just really difficult to work around. And another thing that's difficult to work around is that laser fish or the fire fish. In the fact that it can be a shield fish. It's a bit of a bait every single time it comes out, and you're constantly guessing which one it is.
I think SliceBread was looking for the burst there. Didn't do anything after the counter hit.
YRC, yeah, waiting, maybe expecting it to be that laser fish, or the shield fish. I mean, didn't press any buttons, and looks like HypedForSlicedBread will be rewarded for doing so.
Nice, just get dash up there that time. A little bit too far for the combo, I think. Yozansen keeping them locked down while they're trying to jump out. Once again, Ray getting out of the corner. Like I said, really strong defensively using the general mechanics. Oh, who would expect you to air dash back into the corner, back into danger? But SliceBread, great mix up there, takes the round.
Absolutely, and they're going to be starting things off immediately with a /on-round start. Laserfish coming out, hitting HypedForSlicedBread, stuck at full screen. Tries to send out a projectile, not going to work out, as those projectiles of Ray's will be eating all of it. Great jumps too to avoid those projectiles from HypedForSlicedBread, but HypedForSlicedBread is controlling this airspace really effectively. Tools like JD and that burst fade from HypedForSlicedBread going to be catching Ray, and now Ray stuck with little resources on hand as HypedForSlicedBread continues to mount this damage.
Yeah, it gets hit low afterwards, but that does scale the combo a little bit, so it takes a lot less damage than they were going to eat the Yozansen. Stays alive.
Solid pick up from Ray. Fire bubble has to get some HypedForSlicedBread stuck in the corner. Tries to run out, but Ray catches HypedForSlicedBread in the process. The burst at 10, but it's not going to work out. Ray running away with that game.
Zephyr S catching Melody Komi? That's crazy. He was like ready for it. I feel like most of the other times he's done the dash across. I forgot its name, but like that's crazy. Maybe you just press the button and it works out. Like, that's really cool. It's an OS. Thank you, Lotus. All right, yeah, I knew. I figured as much, but you know, I don't want to be for sure. I always want to err under the idea that like Ray's just cracked. Like, that's always a possibility.
Yeah, and that's definitely a possibility right now, because look at the offense that Ray is putting on top of HypedForSlicedBread and the lead that he has built up so far. HypedForSlicedBread trying to bring Ray the Warrior down a peg, but we'll see how far he can bring him down here. You have very little life left, so really one combo from Ray the Warrior can take out HypedForSlicedBread, but you still have to get out of this. Tommy practicing burst, going to get baited once again. HypedForSlicedBread on top of these.
Oh, dealing with the burst and the dead angle? This guy might be good. This guy might be good, but Ray's able to get out of the corner. There's a chance. Oh, you have to deal through the minefield. Yeah. It's like, Ray, SliceBread did so well to disarm Ray of all of the defensive options, but Ray still got out of the corner, so that means there's a chance.
And Dizzy has a pretty good air dash as well, so it can be, like, I mean, just that super jump into air dash has just been getting Ray the Warrior out of these corner situations so many times.
Yeah, super jump air dash out is a really strong option for Dizzy because, yeah, like you said, their air dash is so strong. They goes really far.
Okay, we're going to be seeing that parry on the 5-8. Seeing a lot of these super jumps, trying to get reactions out of HypedForSlicedBread. I love that Ray was doing that in the corners. Like, you know what? I'm not going to air dash or anything. I just want to keep making these two options to preempt keeping me in the corner, and Ray was just able to get out because of the openings that HypedForSlicedBread created for him.
Oh, didn't get the combo off of the 6K. Reset pressure once again with the IED jump age, trying to keep Ray locked down.
The defense so far has been immaculate, blocking all those overheads, setting up the double as well. HypedForSlicedBread having to respect it. Ray has to respect that to Tommy, and HypedForSlicedBread is not able to get the kill, not just yet, but that JH is getting closer and closer to get this kill on Ray the Warrior. Can we get enough damage on the board? Can we get a chip kill? We still have a bit of mirror left for Ray the Warrior in this instance, in the hit from HypedForSlicedBread, just going for a simple 2P, catching Ray the Warrior, and that is going to be a round going to HypedForSlicedBread.
The little micro 2K there after a little bit of delay. That was sick. That was sick. Just giving it that little bit of time for Ray to think that they have an opportunity to press a button. All right, help.
Stagger pressure right there.
The forest is out to get me. Oh, nice air throw. That is also another thing. I mean, Dizzy's air throw is huge, but Ray uses it better than anybody else.
Speaking of things that are huge, that gold burst was huge, giving HypedForSlicedBread so many resources to work with, and getting Ray into the corner. So we'll see what HypedForSlicedBread can do now that Ray has their back up against the wall. Catches Ray on that super jump height. You can tell that HypedForSlicedBread has had enough of Ray escaping this way. I mean, look at that, the super jump to preempt Ray getting out of the corner, but Ray this time holding their ground, staying down back, and making HypedForSlicedBread kind of create that opening for him. It's Tommy keeping locked down, Yuzansa getting blocked, but not blocking the subsequent overhead, and Ray is going to be knocked out of this game at least, as HypedForSlicedBread evens up the round count.
Dude. It's crazy to think that, like, Ray has blocked so many of the Yozansen RCs, which would normally lead to good combos, but SliceBread's, like, keeping the pressure on really, really well afterwards and getting those hits after. So, like, dude, SliceBread's playing so good. That was a sick game 2 here, but not over yet. One more to get into that top 3 slot.
Oh, we really held that parry. Not going to end up working out though, but HypedForSlicedBread's still able to get some hits off of that scramble. All these projectiles right now. 2S, 2H. 2H got blocked, but HypedForSlicedBread's still able to find it to throw on Ray.
Yeah, these 2H Suzerons are actually catching Ray quite often. It's really surprising. Usually I think that Ray adapts pretty well, or maybe he's just willing to take those because it's not as much damage in mid-screen.
First from HypedForSlicedBread trying to get that punish before we can hit it. Okay, so Barry comes out. Guard cancel comes out from Ray, does not want to deal with that offense. And we're looking pretty even right now. Kind of this a much slower game than what we've been seeing previously.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, Dizzy sets up the minefield and you're not a character that gets to teleport behind her. It's really difficult.
Let's get in. See some anti-air Kabari attempts, but not going to work out. And also not working out is Ray getting that kill. HypedForSlicedBread still alive. The pixel of life tries to go for the parry, but went for the wrong parry as they were caught low that time.
Yeah, it's just like felt like a whole minute of Ray just throwing stuff out for SliceBread to run into. But that's Ray at set point once again.
Things have really slowed down now that we are getting closer and closer to this set point. Oh no, we're getting closer to this win here for Ray. So HypedForSlicedBread trying to play things a little more patient, trying to find some openings, but in this instance, Ray is the one that's going to make sure that HypedForSlicedBread gets punished for sitting there in the corner like that.
Nice was able to get out with the Zami Sakura, but I mean the life deficit's so severe. Baiken can make it up, but I mean we're in just the opposite corner once again and gets the throw on yeah, that's tough. Yeah, just use the breath somewhere. Hopefully you get something out of it, but two really strong lockdown rounds from Ray the Warrior.
Give him a run for his money. Because these are all incredibly strong players at the end of the day. They all made it to top 8 in this, frankly, shark pit of a bracket. And I'm excited to see what the second winners match is going to look like, as we're going to be deciding who faces off against Ray in winners finals. Why not or pzooo?
Yeah, this was all right.
Hey, danger time. And pzooo is the one that's going to be getting all of that. The air throw on the burst. Let's go.
Just this. This is why you play Mahjong, folks. You play so you can get those air throws.
Oh my god, pzooo is in Zwei's head. It's like Zwei's like, let this round be over already. Let me reset the slate.
I'm not over yet though. Johnny damage and still has his coins ready. Oh, counter hit on the 5k meaty.
It's huge. But drop the combo so we don't get the knockdown, and that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Yeah, these combos are pretty tough. So definitely always subject to having at least a drop or two in a set.
Okay, we're setting that life total. Now we're going back to even ground. pzooo spending the burst, does not want to deal with his Y in the corner.
Yeah, and that burst is a big deal in this matchup because this character does so much damage on single hits that you don't recover a lot of burst versus the character. And for Venom, that's your main defensive option.
Balls. Oh, and Zwei trying to go for the anti-air misfire there. Gonna end up working out.
There you go. Jump D to try to bring it down. Nice faultless on the 6k. Not trying to get anti-airs. But yeah, one hit will do it. And yeah, jump back JH on the ball. Great angle to catch a big character like Johnny. Yeah, pzooo will take the first one. Definitely unfortunate that after the danger time that Zwei kind of put himself on a huge back foot with the thrown burst. Not just because it got thrown, but like thrown burst means that you have 0 burst afterwards. So it took him a long time to recover it. And he did get to recover it a little bit in that first round by getting some offense in, but it was definitely, it could have helped if he got it a little bit earlier than that.
Okay, finding a hit, YRC off the ball, going to get the extension, and once again, Zwei Not put on the back foot, unable to really have an answer against all this Venom pressure, and that was crazy there. But takes the throw, but still gets hit by that ball still moving. Okay, Y getting something big here. Level 3 miss finally.
Big chance here. I mean, pzooo has resources, but yeah, there it is. They're gonna spend the burst there. Oh, ow, my blood. Oh God.
I saw that level 3 misfinder. I was like, when is this thing gonna come out?
Yeah, it's just when he has it locked in, man. Oh, that was sick. Yo, the air backdash on misfinder. That was pretty nasty. That was awesome.
Trying to go for the air misfire there, but went a little too far. pzooo holding their ground, gets bursted as Zwei Not goes for a bit of an offensive burst to try and keep pzooo locked in the corner. 6k whiffs, and pzooo is able to steal the corner against Zwei Not, finding a hit with that overhead. Gonna be getting knocked down, and this should be, yeah, you cannot escape this one.
Yeah, pzooo in the previous set versus Hotashi tried to force it a little too hard, but that time, yeah, you have to eat that.
All that meter away from Johnny. You do not want to see Johnny with meter. That's one of the scariest things in the game. And pzooo stealing all that away. Zwei now stuck with some resources on hand. We have level 2 Misfinder still. Misses the combo, but still able to get the pickup as pzooo tries to escape.
Nice blitz, and once again, pzooo winning all of these blitz wars versus his opponents. Simple far S will do the trick. Set point for him.
Every time when you're on low life, it always feels like whenever you're low life and you have like no resources, it always feels like you're in a checkmate situation against Venom because of the chip damage you can enforce.
Right. Maybe this is the thing for pzooo. Just he gets set point, he just dashes at you because he's starting to feel himself.
Sorry, top. Oh, okay. Face the burst.
Oh wow. Super jump, air dash back into the corner, jump K to get the hit. That's definitely unexpected, but worked out. Oh, Zwei ate the ball in the air.
Tossing out some of those points, trying to level up that Misfinder, finding a level 2 Misfinder. And soon, yeah, going to be spending it right there. Level 2 Misfinder yet again.
Ooh, the
Blitz Wars! But Zwei had enough meter, had more meter than pzooo in that instance. So Zwei Not coming out on top.
That was sick. That was sick. Zwei, good adjustment, going for the low blitz afterwards, because that's been pzoo's more common option afterwards. After the first blitz, will go low afterwards because most people try to react tap blitz or full charge blitz afterwards. So that's kind of like the I'm starting on level 2 blitz war, and Zwei adjusted after the first one. So good stuff.
Absolutely, and now we're at game 3 between these two players. Who is going to move on into winners finals to play against Ray? Coming down to the wire between these two players, but we'll see who comes out on top. Zwei finding a hit with that air confirm there.
Looking for the burst.
Too much.
Yeah, Zwei's bursted early in the set at least twice, so that pzooo looking for it there is definitely warranted, but doesn't mean he drops a little bit of damage.
Oh,
nice.
There we go. We go for the low blitz shield, and pzooo, perfect adaptation there, going for the throw instead.
Yup, yup. We're evolving on these blitz wars.
Trading with the Zwei.
Not over yet.
Zwei chasing down pzooo and jumping over the burst. A very interesting way to go for a burst phase, but it ends up working out. And the Zwei YRC is going to be getting Zwei Not onto set point.
Duel 2. Turn up the heat.
Once again, getting aggressive on that round start. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
dude.
that was awkward.
PSA, do not burst close S. It is very, very good against burst. Oh my god. Yeah, that's gonna crank the grid or crank the wrist a little bit, the other mechanic. Oh, other way. Didn't get the punish on it. Yeah, dash up throw.
Oh man, Zwei Not in such a difficult position. We have meter, but pzooo is playing out of range where it's hard to spend that meter. With that, pzooo has brought us to a final game, final round. Duel 3, let's rock. Immediately starting off with a round start, wing toss, and leveling up that Misfinder, finding some knockdowns, a bit of a trade there. Toss again, going to miss.
Cancels the match struggle early this time, catching. Oh, faking the cross up backdash, air backdash, and then using jump H, which will whiff, and then getting the throw. That was cool.
Triple ball set, and I don't think you can escape this one. Yeah, we're just going to go straight into the super, steal a lot of meter away from Zwei Not, but now pzooo is the one without any meter, and now the question is, what are we going to do in this situation? Well, pzooo is going to try and retreat, set those balls on knockdown, base out the burst, and that's going to be a good grip of damage for pzooo in a fantastic position to be in.
Yeah, no resources left for Zwei. He's gonna have to get out of this the old-fashioned way. Yeah, and then tech straight into the 6P, which has a lot of active frames, so a slight delay can even beat some of the bigger delays for the tech. And that, but they're both thinking that. The big issue actually in the matchup is that Leo has a little bit more range, so you have to constantly worry about like that. Once you get into that 5H range, you can't necessarily just toss out buttons for free, but there's ways for Jam to deal with it. Obviously, being able to play outside of that range and slide underneath it, or being able to what's it called? Get over it by doing a slightly higher air dash over, kick it in, which is a good punish as well. So we'll see how this goes.
You're also going to be cognizant of the fireball as well, being faster, just because Jam always wants to go for that grounded approach a little bit more often than the aerial one. But we see stuff like that pass through TomTom. And Akai still in the corner because of that, building up a card on that knockdown.
Oh, stayed same side. That was weird. I don't think he expected that. Oh. Boom, boom, boom. Let's spend the meter on it to extend the pressure, but you will use it for the Oki. Yeah, and that's Akai. We saw that before when they were playing on stream before, that they used that puffball as like a neutral option, as a sort of a stop sign, but in range, TomTom pressing that far S and sniping it out in time. Nice parry on the back turn S.
And there it is. Yeah, you see the fireball coming out, and while Jam goes for a grounded approach, she can pass through it if you time it correctly. That's exactly what Akai did. So you always want to have an option afterwards, because maybe stuck in an awkward position because of that. Oh, advantage of the situation. Try to go for the reset as well, but Akai not having any of it.
Whiff get in, mash parry out. That's the Jam classic. Yep, still has another one for the knockdown here. Woo! Had that DP stock. It's very nice.
Oh, and we don't have burst, so spending burst from TomTom. That's going to be plenty to juice the damage of that super and find the KO. TomTom with a pretty good set of 2 rounds there in game number 1. Akai had some hits here and there, but had some moments, but unfortunately not able to really keep that offense going.
Oh, well, yeah, we'll take that counter hit to get a full charge and try to get the snipe on the S-bomb, or the S-boom with the full charge get in, but unfortunately goes by the wayside. Oh, Melody Komi around the DP, that was sick!
Building up all of those cards. Use it pretty soon. TomTom respecting Akai's reversal options. TomTom pay for it. Flash kick comes out.
Oh no! Blitz goes by the wayside. Can have another chance here.
Stand. Oh, trying to go to the other side. Maybe trying to ban out a parry from Akai. And TomTom going to be able to take that round in the end. That was a little close though.
Yeah, I like the dash across from TomTom as well, because they didn't want to deal with the 100% meter. 100% meter means at the minimum you can do like dead angle RC, which will keep yourself safe. It costs a lot, but obviously another chance at life is better than nothing.
Great defense from Akai. And now TomTom has to respect Akai as Akai goes straight through that fireball. TomTom though on set point, so things are looking really scary. Burst is available for TomTom, as well as all of these flash kicks that have all been landing.
Yeah, Akai's been getting a lot of hits, but the pressure afterwards has been kind of the big issue here.
This really just comes down to TomTom playing an incredible defense against Akai so far. I mean, look at that. Choosing to poke against Akai in that instance is huge. Now TomTom stealing the corner, charge fireball, going to be keeping Akai locked down, dead angle from Akai, getting out of the corner position. TomTom still has burst available, so can burst this combo, but it's not going to be doing too much because of pro scale.
Oh, one for damage on this one. Didn't opt to go into card.
Will we get burst back in time? Yes, we do! And TomTom knew exactly when Akai was going to be jamming that burst, and Akai will be going down because TomTom
Smart. Yeah, so as we get into this one, we have our next top 8 set. We are going to have Crocs and Socks versus TeddyTreebark. Millia versus Slayer, an absolute classic here.
Crocs, you gotta rethink that wardrobe here. That is not working out.
I think that's part of the Crocs strategy is to blind you.
Well,
I can barely see this character.
Well, I'm definitely blinded right now, as Crocs and Socks is working around all these options that TeddyTreebark is representing. Honestly, I did not expect seeing a Slayer this late in the game. I thought we'd see more Slayers before then. Overhead from Teddy is going to be opening up Crocs and Socks. Sets up the Secret Garden.
Yeah, Secret Garden's gonna be the more option or the more go-to option versus Slayer. Just has more chances. Oh no! Oh my blood! Oh god! Oh!
I went.
I went for you? No, not quite.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Crocs classic. Is burst dead on time. It always has the opportunity to come out, and Crocs has just like the highest like guess right stat in Rev 2. I don't know what to tell you about it other than he's more right than everybody else. So it's really scary.
And also, if you don't know, dead on time can be used as a mix-up because if you're not blocking it the moment it comes out, you will get hit by it. Frame 1. But here we go. Crocs and Socks is dealing a good grip of damage to TeddyTreebark. Right now, finds the command grab straight into the super. Bit of black beat combo, but no tech from TeddyTreebark will be coming out, and Crocs and Socks will be taking the first game. So far, Teddy has been struggling to use, or struggling to get around Slayer, interestingly enough. We have a lot of great movement options, but once Crocs and Socks is able to, you know, make TeddyTreebark block something, Crocs and Socks is immediately pushing that aggression and finding some advantage. But solid anti-air from Teddy to start this one off, sets up the disc, and we're going to gain the knockdown from here. Disc again. Don't really have much time to step Secret Garden off this knockdown.
Yeah, I mean, Teddy's looked really good once he's gotten Crocs in the corner here, but it's not over till it's over, and that's part of Crocs' strengths as a player.
Trying to winger. Is this enough? No, it is not. Crocs is still alive, stuck in the corner. Honestly, has not really been doing too much. Has been getting opened up by all of these disc mix-ups of it. Now I'm like, TeddyTreebark looks like he has a lot of health, but in reality, you're playing against Slayer, so how much life do you really have?
Yeah, I think Teddy spent a little bit of there trying to get the pin and then dropped it, but so it was kind of a tense situation there, but afterwards was able to pick it up and clean up the round. Nice. Fakes the crossover and just lets the disc do the dirty work, but Blitz a little bit too early for the jump age, but wasn't able to get a knockdown off of it. Nice reversal throw from Crocs.
Knockdown, going for the low instead of the overhead, straight into the super. Not enough.
Yeah,
One
doesn't
more
spend
opening.
burst for it, but doesn't want to. Wants to hold it for this next round here. The defensive option's really important versus Millia, who's going to be able to keep Slayer locked down better than most characters in the game. But now it's a nice backdash cancel to get away from the disc. Once you're in the corner,
Crocs' most valuable resource.
yeah, recess pressure. Nice block. Nice throw. Tried to throw him back into the corner once again, but Teddy getting up in the air, making that difficult.
It's not over yet.
5K lands. Okay, blocks the dust. That's good. Blitz shield, going to be anti-airing Crocs in that moment. Crocs still holding on to effort and finding the gold burst. It's going to be giving him a lot of mirror to work with. 50-meter left, and he's not going to cash out just yet. Waiting for one more reset, but unfortunately will not end up happening as Teddy runs away with this game instead.
Yeah, being able to end your round like that as Millia is so nice. Far S is really, really strong, but it's usually limited by what you're able to do off of Far S. That's kind of its balance. But obviously with Meter being able to RC it in full combo, Millia gets to put a lot of hits into her combos, so she gets the Guts Crush quite easily. It's definitely a good round end situation.
Big hit. Oh, and yeah, that's just an automatic burst with a Power Bunker. Oh my, it just keeps on going. It just keeps on going, reset.
Oh, wrist cranked versus Slayer. GG's.
Sammy, I saw that burst fate and I was like, he's dead. He's dead. He does not live this. Oh my god, and look at the amount of damage Crocs is doing right now. This is no way this is real right now. The dust. Crocs is like, you know what? I am not.
Why did we even play a second game? Like, what's the point? We just like. Dude, it's Crocs. It can happen to literally anybody. He's the best. Like, he's so good. and he plays like that, which means you're just like constantly afraid that you just. That's what I mean. Like he just has the best be right stat in all of Rev 2. He's just more right than you. What can you do about it?
Well, we're going to have to think about that one later. Put it off to the side because right now we're going to be watching TomTom versus HypedForSlicedBread. This is losers quarterfinals, y'all. So whoever wins this one will be qualifying into the semi.
So that's literally, we have had 3 rounds in a row with Dizzies.
Hey, can I get like new glasses? Because was that really that much different from the previous that we just watched? Like,
no.
Am I watching Slayer right now?
Slayer and Leo, low tier characters.
A walk-up throw is sending me, man.
Give Slayer back turn stance. I think he needs it.
Okay. The charge fireball that's
Leo backdash cancel. Oh my god.
Bird super. Blitz dead. And I really love that reading from TomTom because using that blitz at the end there basically guaranteed that you could not burst that at all.
Oh god.
Dude,
we've literally played, I think we legit played 4 rounds in less than a minute and a half.
Hey Sammy, you know what this is telling me? I think Baiken needs more defensive mechanics.
No, she does not. No, she does not.
You know, Leo's too oppressive right now. I mean, look at that. What are you supposed to do against that?
It goes back to what I was saying before, where the Baiken has pretty low effective health, and Leo's just a high damage character, so it definitely comes to something like that. I mean, it's happened 2 times in a row. Slayer, Millia is kind of that exact same dynamic.
And like I said before, Baiken's pretty low health, so TomTom doesn't really have to guess all too much in order to actually get these kills.
Nice throw. Nice.
And all right.
Yeah, I mean those. Remember those Yosansen RCs weren't working out versus Ray, but finally got one to hit versus Tom. Oh, RC for extending the combo. TomTom's still able to clean up that round, and that was fine. Like the first round that SliceBread got to play, and TomTom was still able to take it. So 1 more for TomTom to move on.
That one came down to the wire. Hopefully, HypedForSlicedBread is trying to replicate that, but TomTom is just playing out of his mind right now. Parry stance. HypedForSlicedBread not biting. Go against TomTom. This will be a pretty solid pickup. We're going to be getting the knockdown, and we should be able to get set up with Tommy Oki afterwards. Yeah, there we go. Tommy Oki is really effective against TomTom just because it's going to basically prevent TomTom from wanting to go for these flash kicks on defense. Yeah,
and using 100 meter to get out of that bad situation. Definitely not how you want to spend it, but again, another chance at life is better than nothing.
Goes on send for the instant overhead. This combo won't be enough to kill, so I think TomTom is looking to hold on to this burst. Well, actually,
JD loops. They do not only they do a lot of damage, but they also get to extend the combo for quite some time. So SliceBread able to keep themselves alive.
A really clean combo, proving me wrong. HypedForSlicedBread still in the game and shutting down TomTom on this round start. First from TomTom, not going to take any more damage off that wrong read.
Nice. Yeah, these neutral jump S's, really strong space control. Definitely covering a lot of space, that forward space that TomTom wants to approach into.
Okay, that angle flash kick from TomTom coming out. HypedForSlicedBread off guard. Jump up JH with. Seeing a final game, final round, restand, back turn. What's it going to be? To the other side. Wants to ignore the parries, wants to ignore the supers and those reversals, but not going to end up working out in the end. HypedForSlicedBread playing a fantastic defense. Those 2 Ps working out effectively and efficiently, as now we are now at the final game between these 2 players. We're at game 3, folks.
That was some really good patience from SliceBread as well, because that situation where TomTom, you mentioned, like dashed across, didn't want to deal with the Oki situation. The SliceBread could definitely have just supered on wake up there because that pressure is expected. But yeah, SliceBread holding on to that meter definitely helped them win that round in the long run there, and we're tied up 1-1.
kick is knocked down, but HypedForSlicedBread representing the Azami and getting out of that situation. Tatami Oki, dead angle from TomTom, doesn't want to deal with it this early.
Oh, finishes, does the Kabari follow up? So got hit by it, caught him off guard. TomTom has first. Anti-air Azami throwing TomTom back into the corner here. Oh, missed the combo, had the resources to clean it up, and that will be it right there. All those resources behind Baiken being able to reset their pressure, and you see SliceBread's been really good at finding the hit with resources behind it.
Needs to continue to find these hits, find the restand. Okay, yeah, no, just continues to expect HypedForSlicedBread to bite and do something, but every single time HypedForSlicedBread is just playing it patient, playing it simple, and holding down the back in response to TomTom. And now TomTom is just kind of hanging themselves in a lot of these situations and trying to keep this offense going.
It's not over yet.
Alright, able to super out of the corner, very nice. I still had to keep himself safe from the H-boom.
Parried every single hit.
Oh, last overhead. Is JD an overhead?
I don't think so.
Oh, it is. Oh, that's crazy. Usually, a lot of the air projectile looking moves aren't overheads. I had to, once I said that, I had to double check myself. But that's great stuff.
Honestly, I didn't think it was an overhead either. But you know, you learn something new every day.
Real strong defense or metered usage. Like a lot of times would hold their meter for from defensive options and stay a little bit more resolute, and then be able to use that meter for hits afterwards. So great stuff. As we get into the next one, immediately you got Crocs versus Y.
Surely it won't be as polarizing as last time.
Yeah, I mean, you know, but these guys don't do any damage.
No, not at all. They both simply just have some of the best meterless damage in the game. Oh man, and that's going to be a hefty misfire that Crocs and Socks is going to be eating straight to the face.
I got opened up by the low that time, so not going to be as much damage, but Crocs got a lot of meter behind him. Like I said, with this guy, it's not over until it's over.
Normally Slayer has a pretty strong defense as well when it comes to these backdash cancels, but it's so hard to go for these backdash cancels with the type of Oki that Johnny and to an extension Millia represents against Slayer all the time. So it can be difficult to try and weave in those backdash cancels when it comes to playing defense against these characters.
Resist pressure, the IAD JD. Yeah, keep that pressure going.
But overhead here,
Yeah.
you can feel that.
Oh yeah,
Impact every single one of these hits, man.
This is when games used to have screen shake, man. That's the stuff that I want in my video game. I want the screen to tell me that I messed up. You feel it in your soul when you get hit by something like that.
I'm wincing every single time someone gets hit by one of these from Crocs.
Yeah, sets up
Oh,
level 3
level 3 miss
wide.
finder.
Nice blitz.
Blitz there. The one cognition of that level 3 blitz that Crocs and Socks does still have in that back pocket. And it's gonna be representing it right there for the anti-air. Pocket side, we're trying to set up an unblockable situation, but burst from Crocs and Socks like, you know, I'm not gonna have any of it. Going for the low, opening up his Y, low again. Command grab coming in, trying to go for a big counter hit with that power bunker, but Zwei holding back and blocking all of it. Tries to backdash, but gets caught. No conversion from Crocs and Crocs. Finding a hit with the overhead, and Crocs able to hold on the massive lead that Zwei had before completely disappeared, and Crocs now with a game over Zwei.
Yeah, had the 5P hit, but did not convert it into the close S, which came out a little bit late afterwards, unfortunately. And that'll be Crocs taking the first one.
Yeah, just put the money in the bags. Why? Crocs running away with a robbery there. It could potentially be a huge robbery here. It would have been dead by a major type pile bunker. I'm telling you, if that got burst rated, that would have been insane.
Nice block.
Okay. Oh no, not getting the knockdown with this Y. It looked like it connected for a second. The power bunker, but these buttons that Y has are just so big. First super, is that enough? Yes, it is.
Yeah, the burst supers have a little bit better full scale damage, so that's kind of, they're really good for those round end situations, but didn't know if it was just enough or it was going to be a little short with Johnny having some decent defense.
Okay, Baka side, trying to set up an unblockable situation, but Rocket Sox is doing a lot of just like up backing when it comes to the situations, because the thing is that you kind of are trying to force Y to get these awkward hits that you can't convert off of.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta burst that one, that would have been dead.
That was cool. Crocs knew how high the risk was, so that was going to be a really sick combo, but Crocs able to keep the pressure going on after even the burst, and we'll take it 2-0 over Y.
Yeah, great stuff from...
Yeah, CEO out of Daytona, so double the reason to go there now, and I can say that wholeheartedly, being saying that I'd been to one of the Daytona ones. So, but enough of that. We got an awesome one for you here. pzooo versus Ray the Warrior coming up for you guys. Winners finals is going to be a 1-3, and see how this one goes.
And because it is winners, both these players still have that second chance. If they lose this one, they're going down to the losers finals and could potentially get that run back. But right now, we have to see who gets into that winner's side grand bounce position to really set the record and put themselves into a really good position in this bracket. And right now, pzooo is looking in a pretty good position against Ray. Just as I say that, Ray gets the knockdown, sets with all these projectiles in pzooo's face, but pzooo with the air throw is going to reverse that situation in Ray's face.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of pressure put on. And you were mentioning before, Venom's a character that kind of asks you to faultless defense quite a bit, so this will be a little bit rough for Ray, who normally has more resources versus these characters. Like, he will have to spend a lot on faultless, and that will hinder some of his pressure as well.
That's true. Oh, wow, okay, pzooo catching Ray on that air approach.
Nice block.
And like you said, lots of FD coming out from Ray, just really stripping away those resources away from him.
Yeah.
Keep on rocking.
Ray's overhead defense is insane, man. He just has a read against every character. He knows when people wants to do it. Oh, doesn't finish the combo, but we can always pick it back up with a nice air throw.
Balls, the lasers proved to be a difficult thing to work around, and the bubble pop. Ooh, that would have been a crazy ender there. Not able to get it though, but able to get his burst bait instead. pzooo on their last legs in this round. Ray is just backing up, trying to play it safe. Set up those projectiles, wait for pzooo approach, and just stuff him with those 2Ks.
Yeah, in a lot of ways, it's basically who has the ability to start their pressure first. So it's like if pzooo can get a ball set first, or if Ray can sort of set up a fish, like in those situations where a person has more control over the neutral than the opponent. So you can see, like, once they're in this place, like, they're both jockeying for who can get the thing out first. And Stinger Aim definitely helping a lot.
But at the same time, Dizzy does have options in like responses in regard to these moves. Bubble is always that omnipresent threat. The spikes, I forget what they're called actually. You know what I'm talking about, the ice arrows and the fire arrows. Yeah, there we go. They're all really good projectiles because they don't disappear when Dizzy does get hit by those balls. And also those shield fish too, because you basically use these balls as a free proc for that shield fish.
Yeah, you see, actually, Ray's been going to using meter in order to get his projectiles out just like slightly faster. Oh, what an air throw. And that's been able to get him some offensive prowess in the neutral, but it also means that, like, both players haven't had more than 50% at any given point.
From Ray, Bubble not close enough though, so pzooo still alive. Yeah, that ball is going to be taking out that fish. Yeah, the problem is, like, you can try to proc that shield fish, but you have to be a little preemptive about it because that ball is going to be moving going way faster than that fish can get set up.
Oh, that's the Ray classic air dash back forward, catching pzooo, and Ray will take the first one. Damn, they were playing some Guilty Gear. That was crazy.
Yeah, just great stuff right there. I mean, all of these rounds just have been fantastic. Even if Ray is winning them in the end, pzooo is still giving up a fight, and we'll see if pzooo can take some games against Ray. I mean, if you can take rounds, you can take games, and you can take games, you can take sets. So pzooo still has a chance here in Winners Finals.
Nice 6P. It's been something that pzoo's been really good at. Oh, holding that Q5 a little bit longer and getting Ray to get hit by it. So after that, we'll earn the burst.
Fish lock down Ray with not having the life lead right now. pzooo has the life lead, but Ray has that positional advantage by having pzooo stuck in the corner. Geofish active, but I love pzoo's options there. Just using the lows to go right under.
Set. Yeah, and this will be a better setup for this. And yeah, didn't spend the meter in order to mitigate that, unfortunately, and pzooo will take that one.
Setting all these balls, Ray trying to avoid all of them, around them. Okay, good. Stopping that approach from pzooo there. Oh wow, we actually just got out of that. I'm surprised.
Yeah, if you time that really well, you can definitely practice to get around it. Very nice. Finally catching Ray out of the backdash air backdash into forward.
Ice spike, catching pzooo trying to jump out.
Yeah, little delay ice spike YRC. So good at keeping people locked down. Stinger YRC, being able to get Ray or getting pzooo out of the corner. Woo! Double head morbid on the ball set, sending the ball up into the air. Ray expecting a carcass raid maybe. And that will be pzooo taking it 1-1.
Hitting Ray with that trick shot right there. And now pzooo has evened up the game count. I was saying it before, if pzooo can take a round, he can take a game, and now we have taken a game, so now it is possible to take that set. Let's see how this is going to run, as pzooo is going to be catching Ray, trying to air dash to the other side.
Ooh, nice 2D. That was sick. Yeah, both players once again just trying to jockey for that control of neutral. First person trying to get like that full control so that they can finally approach the opponent, but it's been a real strong back and forth at full screen.
FD, that's going to be for Ray. Quite a ways back, but I don't think Ray cares all too much, as we can just take that time to set up all of our projectiles.
I wasn't able to hit a combo off that bubble, but yeah, so as long as Ray is able to put stuff out first before pzooo, he'll be pretty happy with the situation.
Yeah, that is really scary. We got so much on the screen. What is that Dizzy going to go for? pzooo expecting the overhead. Ray went for the empty air dash into the low. Fish bubbles are out. Ice spikes are out as well. Lots of stuff on the screen that pzooo has to worry about. Also, Ray has to respect all these balls that pzooo is tossing at him. Still able to avoid all of it though. Playing a bullet hell right now, and none of these players are getting hit.
Yeah, pzoo's patience is really coming into play here.
That just goes way too fast for that fish to get reasonably set up in time.
Oh, that was so sick. Well, looking for a defensive option there, didn't get it.
Okay.
Oh, reversal throw though, and now Ray's exactly where he wants pzooo.
Here's stagger pressure coming in from the ice fish, going to go in once again. No going to come out. Is the over going to come out? When? Like, what is Ray going to do? That's the question every single time you see the ice fish. You can kind of just make up your own mix-up at that point. Overhead low, or even go for a throw in the middle of it as well. Ray going to be representing all these options as he makes his way closer and closer to his winners finals win. As now he's sitting one game over pzooo once again.
Yeah, Dizzy has one of the best throw ranges in the game, so it's definitely like one of those things where she not only gets a really good reward out of it, but also that she wants to constantly put it into her game plan because it sets up her, it sets up everything so well.
Going for a lot of the slower balls here, just fill up the screen and make Ray kind of out of commission for a little bit longer there in neutral. Great blocks from pzooo, but unfortunately you cannot block a throw, and that's going to give Ray plenty of time to get set up. As I say that, pzooo with the air throw catches Ray on the approach. All these balls, none of them actually connecting with Ray until this moment. And once again, just setting up all the slow ones, just fill the screen and keep Ray out of commission when it comes to setting up projectiles of his own.
Nice, getting a large benefit out of that 6P that time. 6Ps have been really good, but a lot of the times pzooo's kind of had to settle for subpar damage afterwards. That time getting the IAD in full punish.
Guys, they're really getting punished. Round for you, Ray. I'm just running around the screen, finding straight hits in there. But now we can finally get something started. pzooo stuck in the corner. He's been doing a great job at being so evasive. Oh, that first bait. There's not really much you can do. Ray's gonna win by a timeout.
God, timeout in Ref 2, huh? That's the matchup we're looking at.
I mean, it's just a bunch of just like slow neutral here. Both these players respecting all of the projectiles that each of them can set, and this defense from these players are crazy. Even once Ray gets in, pzooo is doing a great job at just blocking all of this. I mean, look at this. We're just holding up this offense and holding up against this offense and trying to find ways to get out. But these throws from Ray have been way more effective than actually trying to go for any mix-ups.
So nice counter poke 2S. Ray trying to reset pressure there, didn't get it. But pzooo finally out of the pressure there.
Oh, the throw tag. Ray still in it. Bubble out. It's gonna catch the fish. Here. Oh, just going right under the ice spike as well. And now pzooo kind of just locked themselves in jail there, trying to run up forward, but gets caught in that mess that is that projectile state. And now Ray with the air throw catches pzooo on the escape, and Ray punching their ticket into winner's side grand final.
You can look at stuff that has like 3 decimal points worth of like differences between each other. It actually, like, and a lot of that stuff ends up really mattering. And I'm not saying like get into those numbers like when you're first starting out, but like it's definitely worth looking into once you get into the game and really want to put your time into it. But yeah, enough of that. Next one up here, we got Crocs and Socks versus Sliced Bread. Return to our first 2, by the way, before we return to nothing but first to 3s for the rest of the tournament. So a little bit of a shorter set here and see who comes out on top.
Right now, HypedForSlicedBread is just a little bit more in the lead over Crocs and Socks, at least in this round, but that could always disappear in an instant. That Yozansen is a big hit, but can we properly extend? No, we cannot. We're not close enough to the corner to get the extension off the JD, but still, though, that air dash into the Tatami for the Ogi is able to do enough.
Nice, gets away from the crosswise heel with the air dash jump S.
Dash up, the throws again on the Azami. That's going to be a pretty good amount of damage there into the low. Opens up HypedForSlicedBread. We just need one more opening here for Crocs and Socks, but trying to get out. HypedForSlicedBread catches him.
Yeah, gonna take corner positioning as well. Wants to be able to get a hit in this situation here in the corner next to us so that we can get that extended combo.
Oh, trying to bait out the burst.
Really cool. Oh no, bursted way up in the air. That was really, I was like, why'd he end the combo like that? And then he was able to get underneath Slayer and then reset with 2K. How did that, yeah, exactly. How did that jump K whiff? I have no clue. But that was definitely by design. Like, there's no way you do that without knowing that exact situation happens.
Let's rock.
That was really, really cool. That's, yeah, SlicedBread taking the first one, only needs one more.
Once again, things are looking rather good. That's a Tommy Oki coming in. And man, so far, Crocs has been having not the best time when it comes to playing defense, just because, you know, backdash cancels, once again, are like, hey, you cannot backdash cancel against some of these options, like projectiles, like the Tommy, because they're so active.
Damn, SlicedBread hit Crocs with a Crocs. Like, he ended that round in, like, so quickly. Oh, man. I mean, one more for SlicedBread, trying to get into the top 3. One more time.
Oh, never stay in the corner, you. Crocs really needs to lock in for this round. Finds a small hit. Not going to be enough, though. And HypedForSlicedBread is just doing such a great job at shutting down all of Crocs and Sox's approach options and of offense options as well. The anti-air Kapari coming in full force. The Tommy catching Crocs and Socks doing something on wake up. Full burst coming in, has full meter. What can we do with it is the question. HypedForSlicedBread trying to play patient, but sending out the Kapari gets thrown in the process.
Nice. Throwing that 5P out preemptively and catching SlicedBread. What? Slight delay wake up. Yozan said RC. We'll take it for SlicedBread and moves on 2-0 over Crocs.
But you're right.
Yeah,
no, you're right. I didn't even think of that. But shoot, I mean, like, a good piping hot flour tortilla, even by itself, is just fantastic. But speaking of things that are fantastic, we're now set up for losers finals. We've seen pzooo and HypedForSlicedBread. We've been talking about a lot about bread this entire time, so we'll see if that gives HypedForSlicedBread that buff against pzooo, because pzooo has been on an insane streak this tournament. Mad struggle, gonna whiff, but still able to keep advantage in that situation. pzooo trying to go for the 2H, but a perfect backdash from pzooo places him away and able to punish that effectively. What? pzooo, okay. What?
Okay. I mean, if it worked, it would have been sick. And it is a gold burst, so it's not like it's all bad. Dash up, blitz. Yeah?
But we have been talking a lot about how much damage that Baiken can do, so, you know, you may want to save that burst for later. It could be a factor.
Yeah, totally. And for Venom especially, no defensive options. Like, that burst means a lot.
Yeah, Mad Struggle catches HypedForSlicedBread, and now pzooo with the round on the board. Jump forward before round starts. Mad Struggle finds a hit.
Just gets hit by the tatami. Throw it into the corner. This is where SlicedBread wants that hit. Oof. Yeah, this is gonna hurt. Risk was a little bit cranked, so that's gonna be some good damage.
It's coming in full force, and a huge counter hit for HypedForSlicedBread.
Yeah, didn't dash up all the way into the throw range, so did that right outside of his range. Got the counter hit Sakura. That was good.
Okay, the throw catches HypedForSlicedBread on the approach. I love the placement. The entire time, pzooo has always been going for like a button, or he's been going for like a Mad Struggle, and HypedForSlicedBread maybe trying to expect, or no, actually that was a low Azami. I don't know.
You have to, because you have to like just stagger your offense in some sort of way versus Baiken. Otherwise, they're gonna feel free to constantly Azami. So even if you do it once or twice, like it's gonna throw the opponent off guard, and you're gonna get more offense that way.
Absolutely. Yeah, because that, I mean, the reward can be pretty skewed in Baiken's favor sometimes when it comes to these Azami pairs, but at the same time, if you whiff one, it really hurts for the character. With that, HypedForSlicedBread spending the burst on that super to get that good clean KO. HypedForSlicedBread taking the first game, and remember, we're back in finals territory, so this will be back to that first two format, so Pzoo's going to have plenty more time to adapt to SliceBread's playstyle.
Yeah, it might require pzooo actually just forcing the situation a little bit more. He's definitely been playing around the Azami a lot and keeping it in mind. Obviously you have to, but I think it's stinting his offensive pressure a little bit too much. Like you gotta strike a better balance. Nice burst towards the corner on the Tetsuzan Sen.
Okay, the teleport comes in. Finds a small hit against HypedForSlicedBread. Burns all too much though. Walk on the trade. Teleport out again.
Oh. Yeah. Gonna be able to get some good damage off of this. Shove him towards the corner with the jump D into some really good Ogi.
Zombie connected with Z once again. And that's just unfortunate right there. SliceBread opening up pzooo, and that will be around going time SliceBread once again.
Yeah, nice delay on that Oki situation there, air dashing before the jump H and dealing with the blitz very well.
Okay, JP this time just hitting these teleports that pzooo hasn't been for so often. Yeah, Tommy match.
Oh, nice.
Now going for the low, but not able to get too much off of that. But great read and reaction from SliceBread there.
Yeah, I think pzooo was considering the Kirei Tatami in that situation because of how SliceBread approached. So it was looking for the burst or the blitz to deal with the projectile first, but SliceBread faked that and then went low. It's great stuff.
Yeah, and SliceBread is doing a solid job at keeping pzooo locked in the strings that SliceBread is setting up. Because one thing is that Baiken is can have a pretty long string of offense, but also Venom is not a character that has the best defense necessarily. He has some decent Abari options, like a decent backdash, but nothing too great. So he has to rely a lot more on these universal mechanics to get out of these situations. And especially when you're spending meter often, it can be really tough to try and get these dead angles out. Ball there, not able to hit it though, so SliceBread is able to run over pzooo, runs out of the match struggle range, but not able to get any real punish off of it.
Nice. Able to get a solid knockdown here. Backdash been a common option for SliceBread now since pzoo's been delaying a lot of his offense, so creating that space and making it a little bit harder for pzooo to get any follow-ups.
SliceBread comes out, catches pzooo.
6. Suzerain just blowing through all of Mad Struggle. Or Double Head Morbid, sorry.
But the Mad Struggle, speaking of, going to be ending off that round there. Low crushing HypedForSlicedBread. Low. Now burst bait as well. SliceBread is in the zone, but not close enough to the corner to get full advantage off of that JC. Instead going for that air dash forward to Tommy. And Tatami, I like the usage of the Tatami there.
Oh no, tried to walk up for the throw, but SliceBread just presses 5H. Gets a counter hit. Nice 6P. Doesn't get a combo afterwards. pzooo will take advantage of that. Oh my god. pzooo! I mean, you got it to work that time, but like, good lord.
pzoo's trying to take this game right here, right now. pzooo, but does not hold the blitz long enough, and that is going to be around going to the HypedForSlicedBread, evening things up once again. And now that slate has been cleaned here, pzooo has to work through SliceBread's health bar one more time if they want to make this work. Danger time! But these players don't respect it. No, they are not. SliceBread pressing that offense, but pzooo playing so much more patient, finds his opportunity, and that's a lot of damage off of that interaction there.
Had the opportunity to get another good punish there since, you know, in Mortal, you're able to dash cancel everything, so far S dash cancel being a really good option for a punish. Dead angle, get out of that pressure situation, create some space for yourselves.
Oh, I love using that ball there to back up the other ball and the catch SliceBread trying to go for the parry approach.
And double Kabari once again. Trying to catch pzooo.
Okay. In the knockdown to Tommy, catching pzooo, trying to jump out. Yozansen for the instant overhead. pzooo not reacting, not correctly guessing in time, and that will be the KO. HypedForSlicedBread, a 3-0 over pzooo.
But that was a great round for pzooo. Third place is a fantastic place to be in a stacked bracket like this. And we got one more for you. Grand finals coming up. Right hot after that loser set, we got SliceBread versus Ray the Warrior, who's sitting on winner's side. We'll need 2 first to 3s for SliceBread in order to take it, but Ray on winners will only need 1.
And I don't think we've seen this one yet because pzooo was trying to get the run back because they made it to the grand finals.
I believe we haven't.
Oh, wait, no.
No, we saw this on.
SliceBread lost to Ray.
Yeah,
top 8 round 1. Yeah, you're right. So this also is a run back. Both those players really wanting to take out Ray, but like you said, it's going to be tough. You need to win 2 first to 3 sets if you want to manage to win this one against Ray.
Yeah, and SliceBread looked really good in that set. It went down to that third game going heavily in Ray's favor, but the first 2 were very contested. Definitely an opportunity here, especially with momentum coming from the loser's final set.
Speaking of that momentum, that's exactly what SliceBread has. Taking the first round over Ray, that could be a pretty big momentum shift for SliceBread to try and take this reset at least, right? You want to at least get this reset and then see where it goes from there.
Oh, what a timing on the ice spike. Sometimes can be hard to see where Baiken's gonna go because their instant air dash goes so far forward, so fast.
Dagger Ice Fish, and that will be a perfect for Ray. Third round of game 1, let's go. Fire Bubble detonates it, but SliceBread is not in range. Good just defense from Ray as well. I think that that's something that we haven't talked about enough. All these players just going for these just defense and getting that frame advantage there from doing that.
Oh, nice counter hit. Able to sneak in that Azami right before Ray wanted to start his pressure. Constantly throwing stuff on the ground where Ray wants to land. It's keeping him up in the air, making it really difficult to find time to land and get specials out.
It's not over yet.
3H will whip against Ray. Ray trying to go for the 5H, does not connect, and SliceBread not able to get the kill. Cannot finish that combo properly.
Oh, no.
Gold burst, full meter on hand. We have a lot of different options we can go for, as is you can go for mix-up options, or we're going to ignore all of that.
I don't know the last time I've seen Kushoto. That's so sick.
Oh, man, when was the last time I've seen it?
I don't know. That's it. You see it so rarely, but it's such a cool super.
Did I see that at Combo Breaker? It's been a minute either way.
It might have been 8 months. Yeah, that's quite possible. How rarely you see that super.
But it is in that toolkit for a reason. You should be trying to use all of it, even if it is rather niche. And looks like it ended up working out for SliceBread. And I mean, that super too could also be that momentum shift that SliceBread is looking for. I mean, we are just running over Ray in this round as well. SliceBread not really dropped many rounds.
No, they have not. And SliceBread with a lot of momentum now.
The dust is not going to be blocked. SliceBread opened up. Ray in the corner. There's the throw coming in. I think that's the first time Ray has represented a throw with Ice Fish. I could have missed it.
Nice. Ooh, looking for a defensive option there, I believe. Usually he goes for the tatami after the cross-up attack.
Fish. Love the patience from sliced bread. Oh no, the ice spike coming from below. In the corner. Yeah, just zombie your problems away. And the anti-air Kabari scoops Ray back up. Where do you think you're going? Wait, can we kill you? No, we can't. Not yet. One more mix-up. Go burst. Sliced bread. Stage or whip. Ray holding down back, waiting for his opportunity, but we don't have any more resources. We're going to get chipped out, and Ray needs to do something. Gets counter hit, trying to do exactly that. Sliced bread. 2-0 in one more game is all he needs, and we have a reset on our hands full.
He did the dash across into and pressed on Ray. You're negative after that. And so, but Ray wanted to dash up throw, and Sliced Bread had a great read and still pressed even after being negative. That was sick.
I love the patience because that gave Sliced Bread a great opportunity to get in. And yeah, I mean, that's just really how you have to play against this character. Is respect the projectiles, find that gap that they create, and then move in, because the projectiles can't cover everything.
Yeah, this pressure situation's been so good for Ray, being able to put a lot of pressure on, and Ray able to close that one out. Needed one of those. It feels like Sliced Bread actually had a lot of good moments getting out of that corner pressure, but Ray's been consistently able to get Sliced Bread here, so it's just about executing once you get to this moment. Yeah, earns a burst.
In the corner, I mean, suspending all these resources, wire C after wire C, keeps the Sliced Bread locked down, unable to do anything, finding a throw. Okay, Sliced Bread almost managed to make their way out, but Ray using their big buttons, big projectiles, catching Sliced Bread on the escape. The shields, the zombie in the air. Ray backdashing away. It's like, I'm not going to have any of that.
Nice air throw. Yeah, such a low life lead, or such a significant life lead. Ray just needed one hit to clean it up, and that's the first time Ray's put himself on the board in this, at least in this grand final set. So now, all things considered, they're even. The 2-1 from winners finals, or sorry, winners semis, and now the 2-1 from grand finals, where we're pretty much, we have 5 matches left at maximum to decide a victory.
Yeah, I mean, Sliced Bread is really just redeeming themselves right now. It's like, you know what? I could have taken that set away from Ray, and he's already proven that he could, taking those first 2 games. But now it is in a 1st-3 format. Ray has more time to adapt, and I mean, just look at the adaptations Ray has been making so far. I mean, that previous round was just fantastic, and prevented Sliced Bread from gaining as much momentum as he was in those first 2 games.
Oh, yeah.
There it is, Shield Fish. Interrupting you in the process, and look at this, Ray is just completely dominating this round. We see his zombies coming out, but Ray respecting all of it, and Dizzy is a character that really can respect those zombies, because while you're in the process of respecting it, you're still fooling him with those projectiles.
Yeah, and Ray's been playing around a zombie really well. You saw him dash a block on the Sakura to further punish at the end of that round. So, I mean, being able to throw out projectiles to let you do your dirty work versus Baiken is nice, but he's also thinking about it quite often and playing around very nice. So just those options giving him another chance at life.
Tries to bubble, but Sliced Bread 2 steps ahead, catching him up in the air. Tommy going to get blocked by Ray, actually. I thought that was going in.
Gets a throw in the corner. Skill a little bit better in his favor after the risk. So that's going to be some decent damage on Dizzy. Out of range for the punish on the dead angle.
One good hit from Sliced Bread here will seal the deal. I think this is exactly the hit that Sliced Bread was looking for. That JD loot damage will always do so much damage.
Keep on rocking.
Always surprise me.
Oh, shieldfish. Saving the day. Or it might have been regular fish. Either way, it took the hit and then able to get the run-up throw on the Sakura.
Okay. Nice spike
Nice
wire.
spike.
Okay, out of the corner. Once again, playing it slow. Forcing SliceBread to approach.
Oh my god, the patience from SliceBread. He's sitting at full screen, not doing anything, waiting for the right moment to get in. And this is the opportunity for sure. No burst, no resources from Ray, and still finds the right time for the ice spike.
And just instantaneous is perfect for catching SliceBread if he's a little too far away. We see the super once again. This time not enough to kill, but we're still able to pick up afterwards. And SliceBread finds the reset over Ray.
Another Metsudo. That's twice?
Get ready to rock.
Can we get a
That's-
third?
Oh man, it's working out really well. Definitely,
Heaven
I mean,
or hell. Do it.
obviously an option that SliceBread's thinking about if it's gone twice now. Not just a one-off situation, it's an option that he can keep in mind to get these closeouts.
Now let's see the elusive third Metsudo. Ice Spike Wire C. Ray. Okay, yeah. Shieldfish catches SliceBread, trying to escape. And this might be a wash this round. Let's see. Azami got procced, but Icefish were able to punish
Oh, no.
afterwards. SliceBread is in chip kill range though, so if Ray can remove himself from this position and find some hits with his projectiles,
Yeah.
it'll be over.
An underrated strength of Ray is that he knows when to take hits or when to take risks. So like in that situation there where he starts pressing buttons on the 2D into Kabari, it's like very unlikely that SliceBread routes in a way that he combos off that 2D because he's blocked everything else beforehand. So Ray's taken that consideration and then basically just tried to press. So if he doesn't go and extend his pressure at that point, then he gets out. And if he doesn't, then it's usually not something that he's going to like get hit hard for. You see like the OTG Kabari let him able to tech and get out of that situation.
It's not over yet.
Fish. Okay. Ray now in the corner. SliceBread has reversed the situation on Ray, and this is going to be doing a good damage there. For that one extra opening to Tommy. Keeping Ray locked down in the corner, but can these super jump air dashes are just doing so much work for Ray on defense, and the super.
Whoa!
Speaking of rare supers, you don't see that one there very often either.
No, there's a good reason for that. It has quite a bit of startup. So it's usually not a really good option in a lot of situations, but perfect time, perfect place for everything. Ray gets the hit.
Heaven or
Yeah,
hell.
Ray's like, you know what, you're hitting me with Metsudo. I'm going to pull out my own rare super and one-up you. But this is why being on the winner side of the grand finals is so important, because now, like, hey, the scores got reset, and now Ray has a lead once again.
Yeah, but he lost the burst. It whiffed entirely, so it's gonna take a long time to recover that. Oh, tried to helm breaker, but actually got past Dizzy.
Oh wow, I'm actually surprised that that did not connect with the projectiles at all.
Ooh, try to chase it down. Ray double jumping in to get away from the air throw attempt.
Fish runs in, keeps that pressure going. Okay, finding a throw. Keep this pressure going to Tommy Oki. Ray having to block that. Double jumps, air dash out. The Tatami catches Ray on the escape. Tommy Oki once again, double jump, air throw from SliceBread, still not enough to find the kill. And Ray still stuck without any burst on the table, no resources at all.
Oh, nice jump air block from Ray. SliceBread tried to catch him with a jump D, but jump P will be able to take it. Great round from SliceBread. Using that meter really, really well. Constantly going for knockdowns, really solid pressure. Does not want to give Ray another opportunity.
Burst. Okay, wow. So completely avoids that Azami. Huge. SliceBread looking to take this game, even things up. Oh, 2H got caught.
Yeah, I think you probably want to do like 2H something RC to kind of start pressure in that situation, but super. It hits, and that'll be the game. Yeah, not bad to go for that super, I guess. It had 100%, so at the minimum you get the super RC. Invincible super RC. Yeah, it's expensive, but you know, anything to get another chance at the game, right? And so that was a good option in that situation.
Yeah, and just like super RC, and then you know you still have the advantage afterwards as well because of the super from beforehand. So you could have gone like one more mix up and see if you can just get that opening on Ray, but the super doing the job in that instance. SliceBread, I mean, perfect usage of all the supers he's been using so far.
Nice. Actually got the throw on Ray of all things, but gold burst from Ray. All that meter can be converted into a lot of pressure.
Coming out to Tommy, going to actually win that interaction over Ray.
A little bit too far to get a punish for that one. That angle pushing out.
Out, tries to set up the projectile, but that projectile is certainly slow. It's no Venom ball.
Yeah, Shieldfish helping out there, gets knocked down.
Staggerfish and the throw coming in. Between the bites, it can be so hard to try and work around. And you know, even if you miss the throw, you're probably going to get like a 5H anyways. So you'll be fine in the end. Wow, avoiding all of that. I'm surprised we did not connect with any of that at all.
Didn't get the combo off of that. Maybe let it rock for the burst, but Ray was able to get that burst back after. Or keep that burst, I mean, for this next round.
Throw coming in.
Missed the combo, but still in a good position here with all the meter necessary to keep the pressure going. RC. Next hit could be really scary. Yeah, I would say, but wrist resets. So Ray able to play defensively long enough to get out of that corner pressure.
Oh, perfect hit with that low. 2H coming in. Pick up off of the throw. Ice Spike Ender. Ice Fish playing out of range of that burst, so that's not going to work out in SliceBread's favor.
Got that falling jump S, but didn't combo off of it. Nice air throw. Gonna start some pressure with the jump H.
And that was such a scary position too. You're glad that SliceBread dropped that combo because that probably would have been burst safe all the way throughout. Ray spending the meter on the super. Please, that's a mirror super again, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, what goes around comes around. Wins the round with super RC to take it.
How do they keep getting away with it? All right, Ray on tournament point. One more game to go, and Ray will be winning all of it. SliceBread managed to make it this far. Can we get a game 5? Far slash. Yeah, an early burst from SliceBread does not want to deal with Loki that Ray is going to put SliceBread in immediately. That could have been the corner situation from the get-go, and now SliceBread has Ray in the corner this time around. Knocked down, Tommy Oki, dead ankle from Ray.
Yeah, being able to switch up the situation, now putting SliceBread in the corner. Yeah, got hit, but can he get out of the corner?
Oh, drop the combo, but still just there. Throw, picking up SliceBread along the way. SliceBread should be able to get burst back during this round, but Ray is on tournament point. One more round to go, and it is over. You really need to lock in if there's any time to do so.
Yeah, and Ray starting off strong, being able to set at full screen. Air throw once again back into the corner.
The lead is massive for Ray right now. Sliced bread without any resources, no meter, no burst. Ray has plenty to work with, but still not able to kill the kill just yet. One more interaction, that was all we need. We couldn't even go for a skill situation because Sliced bread has so little meter available to see. Ray still having burst on the table, but backing all the way up. Does not want to spend it if he doesn't have to. Trying to play this one safe, but we've seen times where Ray tried to play it safe, and Sliced bread goes for these really aggressive approaches that catches Ray off guard.
Yeah, Sliced bread's actually gotten a lot of really strong punishes on some greedy bubble sets, but oh, he's been looking for that for a minute now, and it finally comes to fruition at the right time to save his life. Air hit 5D, and Ray was able to tech a throw for the kill and will be your Rev 2 10 champion. Great stuff.